Please enter the correct time. Current time. What time should I pick? Does it give the option for 44 p.m.? Not doesn't seem like it. We see all your files, boy. Yeah. I don't have anything to hide. 44 p.m. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's try. 3 a.m. p.m. 3, 2, 1 a.m. p.m. p.m. sounds like a better option. All right, game. 3:21. Your favorite time of the day? Yes, absolutely. This is when I start. Click. I have to. Or you could simply not resist giving me the correct time. Okay, bro, you know the correct time. Why are you asking me if you know the correct time? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting that time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 3:21 p.m. is. Let's use another slide to find out. How accurate is 3:21 p.m.? Very accurate, right, chat? We are absolutely sure that this is the most best time. Haha, of course I know. I like the sound. Ooh. I'm gonna set it to this much. It's close enough, but not close enough. Very accurate. You may know, I can just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's like an AI game, it seems like. It's good to collect data. Are you Google or something? I wish we had more sliders, but we have gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones. Should be ready the next time you boot up the game. Every single time you boot up the game, this game starts differently. That's the weird thing. And also, when you play the game, this game has way too many options. The end is never is the end. There is never.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Tell me if the loudness is correct.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them.
Damn, he loves pushing buttons.
This is what employee 427 did every day.
Look at his typing speed. He's gonna break the word record.
Others might
oh my god, that's a lot of words.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this
This game is amazing. From what I have heard, this game was suggested to me by Rin, but I saw the trailer and it sounds incredible. You will have an absolute blast just watching it. Turn game volume.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
We are in room 427.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What are you guys doing?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna go to the meeting room. Where the heck is the meeting room? I'm gonna guess here. Whoa.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Let's keep going, I guess. I forgot what left was. Alright. Employee lounge we're gonna meet. Alright, this is the employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What should I take? Left, right, left, right. This time I know left, right. Hello, Ren. Pick a door for me. Left or right? What's this door? No door number. Left. All right.
And so he detoured through
You
the
should not listen to the narrator.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door and got back on track.
Should not listen to the narrator. What's this? I was supposed to go there, I think. Where am I going? Oh.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Yeah,
He
I don't
wanted
want to go to
wander
office.
about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go,
Where am I
from
supposed to go?
here, it's, oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Alright.
No,
This-
no, not the
Not
right.
right?
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What
Yeah, why
was
would
I
I?
thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh my god.
Now
it doesn't
enjoy
see-
as the game goes more meta XD.
What? What the hell? Oh god. Fired.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Oh my, close.
Okay.
Don't see anything.
We just have to get back to, who am I kidding?
What happened?
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From
What did
the
I even
top.
do? Oh. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Was that
decided
one
to
of
go
the
to
endings?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Nice,
memo.
bro.
Follow
Food is
the
here.
narrator this time.
Alright. Follow the narrator. This time I'll choose the correct.
When Stanley... Wait.
What?
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did
Don't
something
listen to the
change?
narrator.
Stanley,
Keep disobeying
did you
him.
change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
God,
I
is that
did this
you?
a
What's
minute
up?
ago. I know for sure.
Was
that
there a
it's here
door over
somewhere.
here and
Okay,
here?
then.
I don't remember
It's an
there
adventure.
being. Oh god.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which room? Oh god. Listen to the narrator. Keep following him. I would, but narrator just said to just roll with your doll. 3. Alright. 3 it is. Wait, all rooms are open. Where am I going? Oh my. Oh. I thought that was a baby.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Sure, I guess. The end is never.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Should I
a memo.
follow the narrator or not? I feel like I should still. Yoink. Oh.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Um.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible
the
the
heck?
story is back where we
Leave a
just
like if
came
you see
from.
any doors
Why
in
don't we
front
go
of me
back
right
the
now.
other direction and see
You
if we
see a
missed
door?
anything.
I see a door. Did I miss a door? Did I take a wrong turn? Oh my god. There's a door over there open? What do we do?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Why are you going in
Wait, never
round?
mind.
What?
Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
When did what?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
Okay, the game
You put
isn't
in a
over.
lot of
Yeah.
hard work,
By the
and
way.
it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both
Drink
know you
water.
didn't put in any actual work for
water.
that win.
All right.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time, I have to restart.
Please be. But
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
it feels like a
Just
accessible.
follow the line.
Follow the
God.
narrator
Simple
when
as
it's
that.
normal.
You see? The line knows
Follow
where
the
the story
narrator.
is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
I feel like a line following
Here's a
robot.
thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Can't do that
Simply
skateboard
by the
stunt.
act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life
Can't
itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what?
What kind of
I
line
think
following?
What we need right now is a
Who
bit
the
of
heck
music
does
to
that?
lighten the mood.
This. Oh god. Copyright. What the heck? Where the heck are we going?
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
What's a firm?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Mwah.
Make sure you study it closely.
When was
and
the
remember
last
it
time you
carefully.
drank
You
coffee?
won't want to miss anything.
Mwah. Okay. When was the last time I drank coffee? I think like over a month, 2 months, 4 months. I don't know.
Wait, what?
A long time.
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Yeah. Oh my god, the best door. How do I open this train? Show me the key. Everyone leave a like if you want to go through that door. There's a wire. Alright. Are we supposed to go here?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you. After
Line.
everything we've been
Bro,
through,
your line was
You
going
can't
left, right,
open
up.
Doesn't anymore, to hell
420
with it.
yet.
Restart.
Line 2.0.
You know what, Stanley? I say
Never mind.
forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Yeah.
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Exactly.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sure. Break the line. Let's just keep going.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild.
Money.
Use
I want
your
money.
imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Did we just do a
Will we ever
720?
run out of Sharia begging to like over random things?
not you
Exactly.
again.
Like
Stanley,
if you
I'd
will
also
not
like to
stop
veto the
begging
line
for
from
random
having any
things
role
like
in our awesome new
Get it?
story. No
Do it.
lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it.
who the
That
heck
should be
is
fine.
painting these lines? Where the heck do you want me to go? I'm not a rat. Alright, I'll go this way. New room.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Choice
From
time,
here,
boys.
The story is in our control. How important we mustn't
Sharia
squander
be
the
like,
opportunity.
if you breathe
In fact,
then
I
like.
believe I need a minute to think.
game
here.
is gonna
Just
take
walk
about
in
2 hours,
circles
by the
for a
way.
minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us
This
to
is
where
the
we're
time of
going?
the stream where I
Since the
leave and
answer is
come
clearly
back after
yes,
2
then
hours.
by all accounts, the door
No.
on the right is the correct one. Another
The door
victory
on
for
the
logic.
light
Come,
right.
Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I wanna go to door on left. Hello? Whatever.
hold up, what's this?
Bruh. There's
The confusion ending.
Both the
telling
doors.
me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game eight times? That's really how all this goes?
then
It's
it is
all
after a long time.
determined?
No spoiler.
So
I did
now,
not see a
according to
spoiler.
the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Is
Well,
this
what
the
if I don't
fifth
want to
restart?
forget?
Fourth restart.
My
Find
mind
the
goes
line.
blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't
Oh.
I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all
Confusion
of this?
ending.
Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't
Yeah,
do it.
I won't do it.
won't do it.
Break the game. I
We
was
have
over.
confused Shoria as well.
Does that mean
The confusion ending.
we do it?
It's
Did we
working.
break the cycle?
I am confused. Very
Whatever
much
it
so.
is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Good luck. Shall be like, if
So,
you breathe, then like.
okay.
Yeah, guys. You
I
breath.
guess
You
now
have to
we just
like.
wait.
That
You
was
know,
perfect timing.
I
Whoa.
suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right
A random
now.
goofy
We'll
Roblox
find out,
game
won't
would
we?
have been better than
Eventually.
this.
Nah,
Well,
absolutely
in the
not.
meantime, if you
This game is dope. Oh god. The game restarted.
all
Okay.
of his co-workers were gone, what could it mean?
Line is gone.
Stanley
My
decided
line.
to go to the
You
meeting
took my
room.
line.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Am I supposed to take the correct path this time? Ren.
When Stanley
Two
came
doors.
to a set of
Follow
two open
narrator.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Left. This time I know left. Right. That don't look like office to me.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Oh,
Don't
You s-
listen to them,
you
do
saw
whatever
nothing.
you want.
why? I have my thingy off. What's it called? This thing, whatever it's called. Why is it? Doesn't that mean no notifications?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
Pog
boss's
moment,
office.
guys. He has Pobleepkus on taskbar.
I got focus, boys. Where the heck am I?
It's called D&D, baby girl.
Yeah, D&D. I have it enabled. Why is it? It's not supposed to showcase me my emails
Stepping
and
into
stuff.
his manager's office,
Yeah.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yeah, I don't know this. What's the code, chat? I don't know the. I'm Stanley. I don't know what's the code. Pookie Bear was better. What the heck is Pookie Bear? Anyways,
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
2845.
trying to
Are you
input
sure?
anything on the device. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the
Yeah, my
correct
chat
code
apparently knows
by
it.
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
We don't know the code FRFR.
For real. Oh my god. Hello, light. That looks like a gun. Is this America? Somebody redeem water if this is
The
America.
narrator said
Descending
it.
deeper
The
into the
code.
building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
The narrator said the code.
It was a
Totally
stirring
he
of
did not.
emotion in his chest.
I mean,
as though he
narrator did,
felt
but
more
Stanley
free
does
to
not
think
know the
for
code.
himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he
Drink
feel this
water.
now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Should I go up? Right. Chat up straight.
It was
up,
the
straight,
same
up,
code
straight.
2835.
Yeah, I know. Somebody somebody missed the joke. Whoosh.
2845.
Solve a Pookie Bear. What should I do? Chat. Follow the narrator.
Follow the narrator.
The heck?
Stanley walked straight
Oh.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape mind control facility. Chat. Left, right, left, right. This cool pipes. This reminds me of the Windows XP. If you guys know the screensaver, you know that like the pipe thingies that just start making infinite pipes. I think that's what it's called, like infinite pipes, infinite plumbing. Yeah, left, left. Rain, follow the
Follow
story.
the story.
Rain has played this, so I would hope she does save me. So I'm gonna follow Rain this time in this decision.
We had that on our school computers.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
isn't that the-
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley
Whoa,
thought to himself.
totally.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Isn't this the same room? It looks like it. Why is there office desks and stuff? CCTV?
Infinite
Now
pipes.
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's
Oh.
co-workers. The lives of so
You
many
got spoiler for
individuals
this room in
reduced
the
to images
confusion
on a
ending.
screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What was Stanley's number? 427 or something? Where is it? What was the number? Ward room. Yeah. Imagine stalking people with all of those TVs. That would be amazing. I want to do that. Wasn't that 427? That one. I'm forgetting the number. I think it was 427. Yeah, that looks like that thingy. No, it's 427. 47. It's correct. That does not look 47 does not look like as much as the room I expected, but whatever.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yeah,
Was this the
what?
only reason he was happy with his boring job? That
I'm
his
gonna jump off.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it.
Yeah.
He couldn't accept it. His
I
own
would
life
never
in
accept
someone
anything.
else's control.
I do not accept you
Never.
as my like.
It was unthinkable.
Unless you leave
Wasn't
a like.
it? Was it even possible? Had he
You wanna
truly
feel accepted?
spent
How
his
many
entire
Leave a
times
like.
have you tried to
utterly
jump off Earl?
blind to the world?
Only like each time Stanley
Here was
has
the proof,
restarted
the
that
heart
many
of
times.
the operation.
Mind control
Controls
status.
labeled with emotions, happy or sad.
Now
or
enjoy your
content.
being a hero
Walking,
ending.
Eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
This looks like a cool 1v1 area, like fighting. Ren, come on, let's fight.
Bro sounds like that one Arsenal announcer.
I exactly know what you mean. There's some code. Is that JavaScript? Oh, you. Mind control idle awaiting.
And when at last
input.
he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his
JavaScript.
duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place
I
and
wanna
to
press on.
everything it stood for.
I want to press on. I feel like
No, you
on is the
fight,
correct
Kmo.
answer. I want to press on. Should I press on? Chat. I want to press on. I know I'm supposed to press off, but I want to press on. No. No meaning on? Don't. Alright. You. On. Jez is the only one saying on. Everyone is like, no. Do not, Sharia. So close. You idiot. Go for the risk. There's risk. Oh,
And a
blackness.
rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Risk hai to ishq hai. This ain't Harshad. This ain't Harshad Mehta.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to
Invisible.
understand, but to let
Invisible
go.
stairs. Slowly
No
coming
longer
in.
would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Oh my god.
Whatever life he
Looks
lives,
so beautiful.
it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
This has the same
Stanley
vibe as I
stepped
have no
through the
enemies.
open door.
This has the same vibe as I have no enemies. What? You're trying
Stanley
to get in the
felt
narrator
the cool
ending.
breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of
Now
the new
restart
path
after this
before
and
him.
disobey narrator
This
at all
was exactly
costs.
the way.
Didn't
right
we already
now,
do that in the
that
confusion
things
ending?
were meant to happen.
Or was it not like that?
And Stanley was happy.
I want to go through that escape route. Jed, you saw that escape route, right? At the middle of, near the game's middle. Without going to the TV room, instead there was a very giant escape option.
1947 nostalgia.
What?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Am I not supposed to go to the meeting room? Right?
When
I'm
Stanley
gonna
came
go
to
to
a
the
set
right.
of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
I
he wanted
don't.
to stop by the employee lounge first,
Do escape.
just to admire it. Wow.
Do
Yes,
escape, all right.
This room. What? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
What was on this one?
Don't listen to narrator.
Have we been here?
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
Oh
it's
God,
incredible
we have
he
not.
wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo while it is in motion. Will cause death. I feel like I want to jump off the cargo now. Penalty for jumping off the lift. 5,000. You dead, bro. Should I jump off? Chat. Pick up. Jump off or for once not jump off? Jump. Alright.
Jump.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your
When the
enemy,
thing is
but in
there,
his eagerness
jump
to
to the
prove
other
that he is in
railing.
control of the story and
Other
no one
railing.
gets to tell
Oh.
him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
What's the solution? Oh god.
All
Wait,
of his
jump to the
co-workers were
railing?
gone.
What railing?
What could it mean?
There was
Stanley
railing? I
decided
did not
to
see
go
any
to the
railing.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Am I blind or you blind? I mean, we both know the answer to that, but in this situation.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
Okay, I'll
this
stop.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
There was
But
another
eager
one
to
right
get
in
back to
front of
business,
you, you blind
Stanley took
human.
the first open door
I'll...
on his left.
No, it was not. There was nothing there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
How do you jump? We can't jump. There's no space bar as in like thingy. You can make click noises if you press
It's
what's it
right
called?
there.
Click. Yeah, I know it's right there, but I can't jump. Like as there's
Look,
no
Stanley,
jump
I
button.
think perhaps we've gotten off on
When
the
you're on
wrong
the
When
other
you on the
side.
right.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is
Can we
that
make
the
that jump?
story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone
can.
you've been neglecting, Stan. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Absolutely,
Are you that
yes.
convinced that I want something bad to
Yes,
happen
you
to you?
see.
Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me
You
a
are not.
chance.
Should I go? Yeah, I think this is the only way. Why is he talking to us like he's some sort of god?
Go.
Keep going. All right.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Red and blue.
Stanley walked through
Where's
the red
green?
door.
We need a green. Stanley walked to the which door? He said red door. How dark is your future? Yes.
Follow him now.
Follow him now. Which door? He said. I did not hear him. He said red. All right.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Aww.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you
Why?
see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Where the heck are the doors all gone? Why is it
We
right?
would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And
I don't want to
think-
stop.
Well, I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
I want that door. Both doors are open. Let me. You said let me show you. You opened two doors. I don't know which one to go to. Left. Julia says left.
Now follow him to the next door and then get out of the room and plunge to your death.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Why are you giving spoilers? You can just say left or
See
something.
you guys in an hour.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I feel
like I want to sing.
I
Let
actually
it go.
feel happy.
Let it go. I'm one with the blobs. Oh.
Why that song of all?
I don't know. If you like, let it go. Leave a like.
Now go out of the room.
I don't wanna. It looks so lovely.
No,
Whoa.
wait. Where
What?
are you going?
They say in the room that I came through.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh no.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
And now
I'm
keep
thinking.
plunging to your death.
No!
Wait, what?
Oh, thank God.
Once again.
You lived. You had me worried there. No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, go back, bro. I don't care.
Stanley?
What?
Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Julia, lots of
Lots
jumping
of jumping
in
in
water.
water.
Yeah, I'm doing MLG
Is
tricks,
this
bro.
really
I
how
survived.
much you dislike my
Look at me.
game?
I'm doing
You'll throw
MLG without
yourself
even
from
looking
this
at it.
platform
Without
over
even
and
water.
over
Can
to
you do
get
that?
rid of it?
I'm using
You were
water
literally
vapor
willing to
as
kill
my
yourself to
MLG
keep
pro
me from being happy.
progress.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
You are not. How many times do I
Maybe
kill
you're
myself?
just getting a
You
kick
should
out of
keep
it.
doing it
I don't know
FR.
anymore.
You don't know
I
anymore?
just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Yes, that was
It
too
looks
much to
like
ask.
you wanted to make a choice after all. Well,
I
this
get
one
a
is yours.
choice also in this relationship. You are not the sole choice selector, okay?
Is it over?
Why is it
It's going
upside
to
down?
restart, isn't it?
Supposed to be
I'm
like
going
slanted or like flat, horizontal, flipped, not upside down. 427, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
I want to
it
go to the
mean?
escape route. I want to
Stanley
go to the
decided to
escape
go to
route.
the
Okay,
meeting
Judge,
room.
we're going to
Perhaps
the
he had
escape
simply
route.
missed a memo.
Say, woohee! Okay, Say, wee.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now you can do escape route.
Yet there was not a single person here
Tips to
either.
not get fired.
Feeling
Do
a wave of
unbelievably
disbelief,
amazing work all the
Stanley
time,
decided
every
to
day
go
with no
up to
exception
his
of
boss's
promotion or
office,
recognition.
hoping
Don't
he
get
might
fired.
find an answer there.
Take it out passive aggressively on other co-workers. Resent co-workers for not supporting you more. Let it ball up inside you. That's a corporate mantra.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I wanna go downstairs also. Alright, let's first get the escape thingy. I wanna see the escape thingy. What was the code again, chat?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
Something
to
7,
discover
2,
not an
8,
indication
6?
of any human life. What could it
What was the
mean?
code?
Stanley
Chat,
wondered
Mac,
aloud to
Sparky,
nobody.
somebody knows.
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's
2845.
desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings,
2, 8,
desperate for
4,
clues to his situation. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yeah, I don't.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So
It
he
is.
relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
What the heck?
Hi.
This is calming. Hello. Shan Harry Plays. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Stanley's Parable, the game that confuses you into
Feeling soothed
oblivion.
and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly
I love the
walked
narrator.
forward into the
I also
open
love his voice.
passageway.
Like, it's amazing. Alright. Where are you supposed to go? Right. Escape route. Bam. Go. Right. The lift has to. I thought it was a teleport, but you just click down and boom, teleported. Windows XP Infinite
IREMU
Pipes.
from Arsenal.
Stanley
By the
walked
way,
straight
this
ahead
game
through
is
the
really
large door that
confusing.
read, Mind Control
I rem
Facility.
you from Arsenal by the way this game. I rem? What does rem mean? I think the narrator is more confused with you, dude. I think the narrator is more confused with you. I am absolutely sure. Narrator,
Although
I'm
this
gonna confuse the
passageway had
narrator.
word
It has been
escape
confusing me.
written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh,
Escape.
Stanley would meet his violent death. I don't wanna die. I've died enough times. Escape? Chat, should I escape?
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Absolutely not. Bye.
Death is the
Still
escape
on board
FR.
with death?
Actually. Still on board? Yeah, I'm on board. Wait, somebody's on the door. Wait.
Hello chat 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 chat.
Hello, chat. I'm back. Alright, death route. Where CMO? Hello, what's a CMO? CMO hasn't appeared yet.
Drink water.
I searched while I was making the thumbnail. I was searching
The
Stanley
door
images
behind
and
him was
stuff
not
and
shut.
found a
Stanley
weird
still
BMO
had every
type.
opportunity
So I
to
called
turn
it
around and
CMO.
get back on track.
I thought it would be in
At
this game.
point,
I would check
Stanley was making a conscious,
thumbnail again.
concerted
It
effort to walk
shows,
forward
like, is it
and
similar to
willingly
this game or-
confront his death.
I don't know exactly where it is. There might be a robot in this game somewhere. I don't know. There's a lot of endings. Did I fall off? I died. I think. Maybe. Did I die? Oh, I'm still falling. I survived? Oh, I survived somehow. What the heck?
As
We are
the
going.
machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his
Oh, God.
demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story.
It's pretty dark.
Trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Oh, God.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss. like plucking the
Yeah.
eyeballs
No.
from a blind man.
Can there be a
So he
simple form of
resigned
death
and
than
willingly
this?
accepted this violent end to his brief and
I did
shattered
not
life.
accept. I did not accept.
Farewell,
No.
Stanley.
No, not farewell. No, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Now suffer the consequences.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Narrator
as
is now
Stanley
female.
was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing
Ew.
him instantly.
Leave a like if every bone was. Oh god. Never mind. Not all bones were. Where am I? Boxes.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Where the heck is this?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Damn, I was dead. What's this? Is this the office? Office layout. Alright, this is our desk, I guess. We go through this room, then that
Welcome
room.
to the behind the scenes of the game.
Corridor. Alright, the first long... What does it say? The pacing of this opening section was important to get it right. The corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in good time. This thought put into making how long the corridor is, bruh. The set of two doors open was the first very concrete piece of Stanley's parable design. Once the room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Okay, so the first contradiction in this room, the two doors. 010203, the office. How do we go back? Is this the credits? Is this one of the endings? Somebody's playing solitaire? Oh my god, idiots. Employee database. Oh. Somebody is installing. What are they installing? Program files. Chart Pro PTPDIL. What the heck is that?
I hope you're enjoying the game.
Absolutely. Somebody's calling. Who is it? Great chat.
Take over the stream, FR.
Hello? Okay, now mic working back. Alright. Apparently the mic decided I won't work anymore. Then I had to reconnect the mic. It happened last stream also.
Hot dog goblin.
Whatever. Where were we? Boss's office. I read boss's wife. I was like, yes, where? Give me. What's this? A painting? Where are we going? Freedom ending. Oh, this is one of, yeah, the, no, narrator and omni ending are counting desk. Whatever. Freedom ending. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with the freedom
Your
above
mic
and
having
countdown below.
issue
We have
often.
abandoned when players found out it's too difficult to remember what was up and was down and placed the two endings together instead. People don't remember what's up and down, bruh. What? Oh.
Oh,
Laughing?
look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How
On,
they
off.
both wish to be free.
Yeah.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No,
Ooh.
perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Chat. Take over the stream for real.
But listen to me. You
Oh
can
god.
still
No,
save
no.
the vision.
Oh
You can
god.
stop
Why
the
are we back
program
here?
before they both fail.
Of all
Push
places.
escape and
What do you
press
mean?
quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
No, there
as long
is.
as you move forward,
Come on.
you'll be walking someone else's path.
No.
Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
Escape.
Do
I don't
choose it.
I want to do it,
Don't
but
let
I.
time choose for you. Don't let
Yikes. The time chose for me. What is the ending that's left?
All of his co-workers
I think
were
one
gone.
or two more.
What could it mean? Stanley
sure.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Absent
missed a
chat.
memo.
CMO is supposed to be my brother. Gotta see CMO. Now suffer the consequences. Welcome to behind
When
the scenes
Stanley
of the game.
came to a set of
Right.
two
I
open
hope you're enjoying
doors,
the game.
he entered
Reading
the
water.
door on his left.
Alright. There was one option of going downstairs instead of upstairs, I think. Right, Mac?
A few more than you can get the new content part of the
Yet there
game.
was not a single
New
person
content
here
part.
either.
Disobey the
Feeling a
narrator.
wave of disbelief, Stanley
Alright.
decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a
Alright,
staircase,
we have to
Stanley walked
like finish the
upstairs
game
to his
8 times in
boss's
order
office.
to unlock the last thing. Something.
But Stanley
What the heck is
just
this?
couldn't do it.
Wait, the chat is working. Okay, there.
He considered the
working now.
possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might
Chat,
be
chat, chat,
fired
chat,
for
chat, chat, chat,
that.
chat. Your
And
mic
in such
having
a competitive
issues
economy,
often?
why had he taken that
No.
risk?
Well,
All
my
because he
connector is, I
believed
think, like my
everyone
USB
had
connector.
vanished. His boss would think he was crazy.
Buy him a new mic.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
You are
All
crazy.
of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None
Yeah.
of it made any logical sense.
Absolutely.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Like
For
what?
example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Yeah,
And
that's
for
what
that
I'm thinking.
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply
Exactly.
repeating? No,
This-
Stanley
they
said to
feel
himself,
repeating.
this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last,
Yeah,
he
it's
came to
not
the
real.
conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a
Or
relief
is this
Stanley felt to
reality?
have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
I thought
So,
Stanley loved
he
doing
imagined
his job.
himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
But whoa.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head
Absolutely.
dictating everything that
I
I'm
am
doing
thinking
and
right
thinking?
that exactly right
Now
now.
the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
What
Was
if it
Stanley
is?
simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Exactly.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Ooh.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside.
We're going
this
to
one.
Stanley's bedroom.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Come on, I
I'm
want to see his
through with this
bedroom.
dream. I wish it to be over.
After
Let me
this
go
one
back to
more,
my job.
and
Let me
then you
continue
might have to
pushing
close
the
the game
buttons.
and open it to get
Please.
new content.
It's all I want.
All right. We'll
I want my
see.
apartment and my wife and my job. All
And
I want
money.
is my life exactly the way
Big
it's always
money.
been. My life is
Schizophrenia.
I am
Stanley is
normal.
schizophrenia.
Everything
patient.
will be fine.
Doesn't seem too off.
I am okay.
All right, I am okay. Who am I? Okay. Oh,
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me
Oh,
up. My
God.
name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
oh,
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And
Stanley?
although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone
I am
knows what
crazy.
crazy people look like. And in that moment,
If you're crazy,
she thought
leave
to
a
herself
like.
how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
Mariella.
I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wait, are we Mariella? No, we are not Mariella.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
New content! Rain! Rain! Wait, wait. Whoa, whoa, what's that? A new content? Chat, what does that read? Chat, I'm illiterate. What does that read? New content.
New content?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
there's also
New
a path
content.
over there from like right side. How do I go from? Oh, I can't go to there. Never mind. New content. Oh, I'm going somewhere. Is this really an office, or this seems like a bit more than just an office to me?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
2013.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Wait, we played the Stanley Parable
Ultra
so far.
Deluxe features
And
exciting
now
new
it's
content
the
that broadens
Parable,
and expands the world of the
Ultra
Stanley
Deluxe.
Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Yay!
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh,
Go.
well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator.
It's
Nothing
working?
special yet,
Alright.
but
Hi,
I'm
Twitch.
sure it's
Hello.
just the beginning of a mesmerizing
What?
adventure.
Hopefully it's working for you guys. Where are we?
Is it broken?
Yeah, is it
What's
broken?
going on here? Should we
Let
be
me out.
moving somewhere? Or, oh, there we go. All right.
Oh my
finally,
God.
At long last,
Sparky
it's
Boy
onto the
69
new content.
following me.
I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
I feel like I should turn off my email extension, like email notification
I have to say,
boy.
initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
It's gonna reveal my home
Tedious.
address, I feel like.
It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Give me the content. I want that content. New
All
content.
right.
The jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
It feels like a Mr. Beast video. Do not get out of the circle for 28 hours. And you win. A like from Shaurya. Worth a lot. Give me the content. Can I have mod also? Please and try. Please and thank you. I would. I legit don't know how the mod system works in Twitch, how to give mod. I tried making Event Rain or somebody else, Judge I think mod. I don't know how it works. Twitch is like alien knowledge to me still. YouTube is simple. Right click mod. Twitch not so easy, at least for me. Circle, alright. Wait, there's jump in this game now? What the heck? Amazing. Now jump in the jump circle. 3, 2, 1, go. Jumps remain. Oh, I want to jump. I want to jump. Bruh.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new
That's some
content.
amazing Ultra
There has to be
Deluxe
something
edition.
else, right? Goodness.
500 rupee
Elevator.
more for this
Stanley,
Ultra
I have
Deluxe.
to say,
That was dope.
Initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Absolutely,
If this is new
yes.
content, then I could
I
just
wanna
read
jump
you the
for
whole
like 1,000.
dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And it... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
Very good.
I knew there had to be
Yes,
something
very
else.
good.
Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a
Yeah.
cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy
Is this
dollar.
made by
And
Ubisoft?
it
YG, are you
started on
still
the level
glitching?
of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In
PLS
fact, I'm looking
don't.
right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up
Try
too much
refreshing in
anticipation
YouTube,
around the new
maybe.
content, I'm afraid. It could never
do
have lived up to such
Control
expectations.
Shift R
If you're still
as
with me,
a force
why don't we
refresh.
just reset the
Or
game
Shift F5.
and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is
EA.
really about.
Hi.
No frills,
Hi.
no gimmicks.
Hello,
Just
Ariel.
you and me having a great time together.
You missed a
like
lot of the
always.
game. It's
What
a
do you
story-based
say,
game, so
friend?
this game was so goddamn weirdly fun, and I don't know why. It's such a simple game, yet it seems more fun to just die multiple times.
Stanley,
Wait,
come over here. In the vent.
I wanna go up.
I want to
There's
show
a lot
you
of
something.
there's new content over there. There's the new sauce. Should I go in the vent? I know I did.
I know I did.
Magda, pick one. I don't know. Some people have school anymore, so maybe a lot of
Okay,
people
it's not
are on
glitching
5G and
anymore,
it's buggy.
yes.
Yes. Snape, is that you? Alright, I'm gonna go in the vent. What's that? Coffee nut. Alright. We got coffee nut, boys.
Okay,
The
you
color
remember how
changed.
cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got
Yeah.
me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Whoa.
I call it the memory
It is my day
zone.
in the next
It's
2
where I've been
days.
storing all
my
my
birthday in the
favorite
next 2 days?
memories, so I
Oh.
can
I'm
relive
glad you're
the
enjoying
birthday
the
in
game,
advance.
of my
Esty.
life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember
El
back in October of
kill issue.
2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity.
Exactly.
Back then,
No
it
more
all
Ubisoft
meant
games.
something. Oh, the waste.
Stanley 2014 Independent Games Indie Games basically award.
WSG old head remember me
Stanley
ele.
Parable. Was good. Old head, remember me? Absolutely. Who are these people? 2013, whatever. Original. Clips. Is that Mozilla Firefox? Oh my god. That's the old layout of Windows 7. Google search on the top left. Right? Stanley Parable. Buy on Steam. What's it? 6 components of a great culture. John. This game is absolutely like fun, of course, for like a single 2-hour, 3-hour game. For an indie game, it's gotten way too popular. I was gonna say something, I forgot. We'll continue. If I remember, I'll say it. Memory lane. Wait, is that a bill? Can I steal? Yoink. Right. Where are you going? Right,
And
winner
over
stuff.
here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives
Sahara
and then
first
succeeds
time,
to be
not
every
Roblox
game
XD.
ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them.
Oh,
And
Persona
now
3. I've
it's
heard of
nothing.
that game.
It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with
Husk.
an hour of new elevator content.
Mac says it's his birthday. Happy birthday, Mac. I wish you the very best for your next adventure that awaits you. If there's an adventure that's awaiting. What's this? Memories on maintenance. Can I not go back there? Where are you supposed to go? There's some 3D schematics. Oh, the game in development. Nice.
Here's another moving passage.
Wait. The maker of this game is absolutely like cool.
Gaming
He has
with
made
Stanley
like 2
sounds
games
like a fire
and a
name,
third
LMAO.
DLC for the Stanley game, as in like 1 DLC for Stanley game, the original game, and this another game, Beginner's Guide, which I'll be playing someday also. All of his games are the 3 basically games that he has released. All of
This
them are
time
cooked
from
absolutely.
GameSpot.com. The Stanley
He cooked a
Parable
master
is both
dish.
a richly
All 3
stimulating
times.
commentary on the nature of choice in
Shut up.
games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices
Get me
I've
out.
ever been confronted with
How
in
do
a
I get
game.
out?
9 out of
Bro,
10.
why you
Don't you
ignore?
get it,
I'm not
Stanley?
ignoring.
Bro,
I
why
was
you
playing the
ignoring
game.
sad
It
smiley?
didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just
Get
needed to
trolled.
be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
How do I get out? Go here.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't
Oh, this
give to
opened.
go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone
God.
before.
Oh
What's
god.
this? What's down here?
Oh
Oh
god.
no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam,
Oh,
the
God.
online video game distributor. I
We
haven't
die,
looked
we
at these
hate,
in
we
years.
truth.
I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well,
Do you
weren't
eat
they?
Mari biscuits? I do sometimes, although not often.
Honestly,
There's
I
some
could not be
recommended
bothered to play
ones.
this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor
Unfunny.
and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
It's reverse
I
of
suppose
we
I could
live, we
write up a
love, we
handful
buy.
of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I love this game so much.
I absolutely am loving this game. Weirdly enough, I don't exactly know how to review this game.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the
While
idea of the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley?
Preachy?
I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me
You're
if I'm
not.
preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh,
You're
goodness.
not.
I
This is
love
actually
those
quite
pattern
shocking
jelly
for me.
orange
I
biscuits
always-
cause they
well, to be
taste so
honest, I
good.
had always thought of the game's
also like
dialogue
the
as being rather
Patanjali
terse
biscuits.
to begin with.
They're kind of
You
good.
can't know how much fluff
Leave a
I
like
cut
if you
from the
like
game to
biscuits.
get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like
I
let
am a
these people
failure.
down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I
Leave a
always
like for
remembered.
one wise cat.
Leave a like for one wise cat.
What's this
Judge,
one got to
is
say?
this you? Cookie 9. Wait,
You
Cookie.
constantly have to
Cooking
stop doing
Roblox.
anything
Cookie 9.
so the narrator can catch
Is that
up
you?
with his long-winded
Sus.
explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Now is there
A
was a
skip
skip?
button.
No, I don't want a skip button
Well,
for this
yes.
game.
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then
Yeah.
maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews
Oh,
of the
God.
Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I do
Yes, it's
anything
me
for the
gaming with
customer,
Stanley.
Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Skip button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant
Oh my
droning
God.
starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No
Now
more
skip
listening
away.
to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so,
Should I
now
skip?
you see, blah, 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 blah,
Like,
blah,
should I
blah,
press
blah,
the
blah,
button?
blah, blah, blah,
Why
blah,
are the
blah.
people
We've
getting
eaten too
muted?
much and it can't be just yet.
We-
No, until 200...
Shut up.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe
Shut
it
up.
was perhaps... Well,
Shut up.
there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's
Skip.
the power of the button. The minute I start to go off
Every
on a
time
thoughtless
somebody
display
uses
of
text-to-speech to
self-absorption,
say
it's right
skip,
at your
I'll skip,
fingertips to
okay?
go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and
No, it
whether they'll
doesn't. Yeah.
edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest,
Blah,
I
blah,
don't even
blah,
know if
blah,
one can
blah,
change
blah,
their review
blah,
in the
blah.
first place. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
45
It's
minutes?
not
Ski
unendurable by any means, but-
thrip.
Stanley, please don't push the
Now
button
skip
again. It's
again.
been 12 hours.
You've been speaking for 12
You've just been
hours?
frozen there. I don't know why the
Wait.
skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way
Remember
out
there
of the
being
room.
a door.
Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely
Why is it gone?
I've looked at it from every angle. I've
What
checked
are you
every
playing?
one of those walls a thousand
Why I'm playing
times,
Stanley
and
Parable.
There's no door, Stanley.
This game is
There's
absolutely
no
incredible.
door.
You
There's
should
just
probably
you
watch it from
and
the
button,
start
and if
once
you
the
keep
stream
pressing it,
ends.
I have no
It's a
idea what will
mind-bending
happen.
experience
I have
of
no
just
idea.
Now skip
having a
again.
Oh, Stanley,
narrator, like
you're back.
god-like
You're
narrator,
back. Oh, my
talk with you.
goodness. I have
You
someone-
get to
Guys,
decide
JJ
what you
new
do.
voice, he's
Stanley,
the Stanley head
I think it's been a
OMG,
week.
guys.
For 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right?
Exactly.
Me talking and you saying nothing.
Shut up. Wanna talk?
Now skip.
Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I
Yay.
have had time to think about you and about us and about...
Angry
No.
face, he's angry face head, yeah.
Hello? God boy? Where is my god boy?
Hello.
You guys done? Thank you. Do not spam the TTS. I'll turn it off. Use it correctly. I thought that was part of the game. Never mind, it's a sound. Get me out of the beep,
But
beep,
they
beep.
didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition.
Oh my
But
God.
Where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned. They screamed.
The
they
perfect
gnashed their
timed
teeth
moment.
and said,
Smoke detector
"Entertain
battery
us."
going
It wasn't
down
enough.
warning.
They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us. Now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency. It's the lack of accountability.
Shut up.
How to become mods.
If you do not skip for 30 minutes and he says like we have skipped in time in 30 minutes, Has he actually been? I wonder, is the voice line part of the game like 30 minutes long? Because
How to
this
become
game ain't
very
that big
smart.
in size. Like it's like 4 gigabytes, 5 gigabytes, only that. And the game is kind of big in the ways it can.
Is never the end, is never the end, is
What?
never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Keep
Somebody has
skipping
gone
now.
crazy.
Is never the end, 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 is never.
I can just imagine the narrator being forced to sit down at the studio and be
Nami
like,
Swan
it's
Robin
never
Chan.
the end, it's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end, and for like 12 hours he has to just keep going because the skip button is skipping 12 hours. Oh. What the heck happened here?
It's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end.
Pipe blocked. God. Oh God. Are we skipping
Keep
like
skipping.
seasons?
That's the only way out of this room.
Alright, we'll try.
When is the end? When is the end? When is the end?
It's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end. It can be taken as the end is never or never is the. I don't know. Both the same thing. Oh God. Now it's. No, skip button.
The end is never the end is never the end.
Skip button. Where? No. Where are we?
It's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the
become
end, it's
mods.
never the end.
It legit seems like it's never the end. Where are we supposed to go?
Now go forward.
You just keep going forward. Alright, forward is this. Right.
The end is near, the end is near, the end is near, the end is near.
If the end is near, leave a like. How many ways can Shore ask for likes?
It's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end.
Something happened. That's not the time we set. We set it to 3, 2, 1 something. Wait, the phone
Type
is ringing.
Deluxe to give Shaw likes.
This phone?
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work.
Gas, gas,
The
gas,
purpose of
gas.
this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages.
Shut up,
If at
chat.
any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow
Tell
of
Gas to
information
give
from the
Shaw your
recorded
likes.
message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Try going out the window.
Wait, what? Wait a second. Alright, back. Which window? This
The
window?
other window on top of the desk.
The other window on top of the desk. Which desk? What? This. There's no other window. This one. This one.
There's only one window, you blind.
What?
On top of desk.
Did I miss it? Are these not windows? Wait, this.
Say a very funny joke.
What?
Irina, how you become mod. Dash.
Oh, you can just climb the desk. Oh,
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video
I would
game
have never
structure
found it if
and
Rin
its
wasn't screaming
examination
at
of
me.
structural narrative tropes. So,
you could
now
have
that you're
been a
here,
bit
what do
more
you
specific.
think?
Which desk?
Isn't this a fun and
Mine,
unique place
the
to
telephone
be?
desk.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay,
My
I'm
eyes.
over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Are you sick of this gag? Which gag? The narrator? Chat. Are you sick of this narrator, or are you still good with this narrator? Like, is the narrator with good terms? My eyes.
Eyes get burnt.
Eyes get burnt. Quickly pick one so your eyes no get burnt. Cooking, can you please stop repeating the same letters in TTS? Yeah, I'll disable the TTS commands if you guys keep using the
Say no.
same letter thingy many times. Say no. Come on.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue. But
No.
now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
I don't
Would
think
have
so.
taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that
Is
no
this the
one who's
confusion
listening to
ending?
this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much
You guys can
that
do
I'm going to
use
stop
TTS,
talking
just
and
don't
leave you
use
to your decision whether to come back here,
or
continue with the game, or
stuff
just
like
sit
that.
in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Alright, cheers. What? Am I supposed to do something? Restart the
Now
game?
restart the game.
Begin the game. And do I have to click this? Ren? You guys gotta go buy. Alright, I am gotta walk go my pet rock. Yes, pet rock. So bye. Damn. That's literature right there. I need to walk my fish. What? Yes. Wait, it's still ringing.
You just wanna mute me, man, sad smiley.
You all just wanna mute me. I didn't even mute you. What? Can I jump from here?
Can you verify that this is correct?
I need to water my cat. BRB.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Future Happiness Foundation. My order is supposed to arrive. Where is it supposed to arrive? Let's keep going, I
Drink
guess.
water.
Drink water, alright. Somebody's walking their pet rock, somebody's walking their laptop,
Oh
somebody's
guys, I
walking their
need to
fish.
walk fish piece for real.
Alright. Hope your fish doesn't drown in
Now
air.
go to new content, love. Trust me, it'll be fun.
New content. Oh my god.
Oh good, you notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
This isn't the old content. This ain't the new content, guys. This is the new content. Aren't we supposed to go that way? No? The elevator's gonna be broken again.
Sharuya you called
see,
him
Stanley,
Xena once
I've been
LMAO.
reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Exactly.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
What?
Now
Yes,
enjoy
you
as the
see, isn't
narrator
this far
talks
superior
garbage
to a
about other
measly
greedy
re-release
devs.
with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
A photo of painted
Calling it the
.tgs.
Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Exactly.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
After
Yeah.
this, can we
Stanley
play
Parable
Minecraft?
2. Now
I don't have
that's an
Minecraft.
artistic statement right
I mean, I do
there.
have it, I
It's
just don't have it
future-oriented.
installed.
It screams progress and innovation and
I have
long-term
Roblox.
franchising
I have heard
potential.
they're pretty similar. What's that? And is that Google Slides? Yeah, that's Google Slides. Okay. Oh yeah, Google Sheets. Sorry. Whatever. It's a new Google thingy as well, since it's a dark mode. What? But the game is from 2022. The dark mode came very recently. Is the game updated?
Now, to be clear, I haven't
Why
quite
make
nailed down what
PPT in
exactly the
Sheets
Stanley
brewer you
Parable
are?
2 is going to be, but let's take a look
Where
at some
else
of
would
the
you make a
features I've
PPT?
been developing for it. I figure
You're gonna
that if
use
I can
C++
loosely
to
Shoria
make
to
it.
know
handful of
Gamu is
interesting
your channel
concepts,
name in
then
Japanese,
surely the game
LOL.
will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Sorry to know Gamu
In
is your channel name.
MSPPT or Google Slides.
Yeah, he's making in Google Slides. Google Sheets, Google Slides. I got confused in the two, but meeting plan. Sheets is Apple Sheets. Sorry, I think.
Back in walking my
plan.
pet rock.
Number 2 chat. Damn, all the ways of making two eyes, 2 ears, 2 nose, 2 arms, 2 legs. Who took the red mark? Me. Stanley 2. Is that how a character looks? 427. What? Oh, 427. Stanley Parable 2. Does it say Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is the sequel to the Stanley Parable 2? This way to the show floor. Oh my god, this feels like Netflix logo.
You'll see what Stanley's face looks like in
New
one of the
features.
ending.
Oh, we will. Oh my god, we don't even have legs.
Gemming Avidha Shaurya in Hindi LOL.
Gaming with that's not how you pronounce it in Hindi. Khel Shaurya ke saath. Yeah, that's in Hindi. That's actual Hindi for gaming with Shaurya in Hindi.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
New features. It seems like a cinema to me. I'm gonna go to the left. Alright.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do
I mean
players really
Shori Ke
want?
Saath
And
gemming.
of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now,
Press the
button
bleepin.
only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name
I'm
that
Jim
is.
now.
Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience
Who-
of this
I am
feature.
Jim, guys.
Just play along.
Call
I
me
promise
Jim.
you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath.
Cosplay
clear your
as
mind,
Jim.
Forget
Alright.
whoever you are and simply become a person.
Who the heck
named
am
Jim.
I?
Jim,
Whoa. Hold
I'm
on.
Jim.
I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
I
If
don't
you don't
care.
properly roleplay
Jim.
with Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay,
It's not stupid.
We're doing
It's
it again,
Jim.
And this time, let me finish.
Jim.
Time with gaming.
Now, allow yourself to become
Jim with gaming.
Imagine yourself. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Big button. That would be big, Jim. Right?
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, we'll go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Wait. Is that
Big Jim with some bigaming.
big Jim with some big gaming?
Jim is big for sure. Size is relative.
Damn. You thick. I like me. Setting world champions. Infinite hole. Free achievement. I wanna go at a free achievement. Free easy new plus achievement. I can't believe it's simple. Get it here. Who the heck are you? Stanley Parable 2. Are you the new Stanley?
Nah,
You look
he
like the
ain't
new
thick
Stanley.
as Jick.
Free achievement. Pull the lever, receive the new achievement. No, just get yours. Alright.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing
10K
a
sub
technology
face
to simply
reveal.
give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm
Technology
not a
that
wizard,
will
Stanley,
exist.
but I
What the
guarantee
heck?
it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Oh,
What else?
this is like
what
the-
other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
It's like showcasing how bad the new games are. They're just showing unfinished game that sell you for the game that they promised.
I
But
think
after
he
in
2,000
the launch
years
game,
old guys lol.
once the game launches, they just are like, it's coming soon, boys. We hear you. We hear you. It's coming soon, and it never comes. It never comes. That's exactly, I think, what's the point of this area is. They lure you in with saying this game will have this thingy as free. You can get this free rewards and blah blah. This feature coming soon, but it never comes.
We will finish this game quickly for once XD. You're
Yeah.
doing well.
Thank you.
Stanley,
I don't
here's
think
an
this is a
idea
hard
I'm
game.
truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video
I'm not playing
game.
Ghost of
This is
Tsushima or
in
what.
fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's
Oh,
right.
God.
Infinite falling. You
I don't
can
know if
fall
I wanna
until
do
the
that
end
just
of
right now.
time, if you like. A stunning leap
Should I
forward
do
for
that?
video games as a
I feel like I should do that later. Not right
Lethal
now.
difficulty win.
Lethal difficult? No, never. Why do you?
Go
No,
down
judge.
the hole. You'll see Stanley face.
Wait, there's a Stanley boy there. Oh my god, I must.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since
You
you've gotten
are
to see the infinite
sleeping.
hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I wanna see the Pacey
Hola
boy.
como están todos.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button.
This
to
is
go
one
back
of
to
the best
top.
sequences.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Hola, como estas todos? That's same to
Okay,
you.
Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated
If
the
you said something
infinite
nice,
nature of the
same
hole.
to you.
Hola.
If you said
Is
something
it a
bad,
very, very
same to
deep
you.
hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well,
Never
that sort of
click.
depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You
Oh my
found
God.
out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look,
There's a
I
tiny
think
dot.
the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person
I am.
actually wants to fall infinitely? I
New
figured
mug.
the hole was as
Damn,
deep
that's
as
a new
anyone would
feature.
actually need.
Judge,
Don't you put this
this is
on
the
me.
lethal
Maybe
difficulty
you're
at
the
max.
problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't
No,
we just
we
put
mean
all
all of
this
it.
behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Now keep staying in
If
the
that
hole
works
and
for
you'll
you,
see
then
Stanley's
go ahead and
face.
press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I'm gonna spin around. You spin me right round. Somebody play the clown music. Right round like a regular baby round.
Eventually.
Round. Don't go up. I don't wanna go up. Who wants to go up? What the heck have you said to the DTF?
A Euro A Latin letter A degree A trademark symbol A.
I will make sure to make a filter for all of it someday. I think I made it and that it's still in the testing phase, so it does not disrupt in the actual when somebody's saying something normal, but it will come. Only Unicode characters. Yeah, it's an English based thingy. For computer it's just Unicode characters that get shown differently, but if it was some sort of neural engine, it might have been able to decode that Unicode characters to the actual Japanese words. How long does it take? Stanley boy, gonna show up?
Konnichiwa, mina genki desu.
Konnichiwa. Minma Genki Jizuka. Did I just did the biggest curse in Japanese history? Probably. By English, we don't mean just English characters. We mean English, the entire vocabulary and language. How long does it take? I wanna go back up. Feels like, why is there cigarettes now? There were no cigarettes, right? Were there cigarettes before? Rain, are you bluffing? Where is Mr. Stanley boy? Don't go up, keep waiting.
Don't go up, keep waiting.
Somebody sing me a song. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about Stanley boy. No, that's not life. That's very much opposite of life. Shaurya, what language did you talk when you were a kid? I spoke Hindi all throughout my entire life until like 4 years ago when I started doing YouTube. When at the start I didn't even know how to like speak English totally like fluently. Right now also I do stutter sometimes, but it's still much better than the last 4 years. If I were to show you how bad it was in the 4 years ago, you would be cringing right now. You would be touching your thighs. You would be slapping your father's forehead. That bad. Yeah. The amazing monologue of Shaurya. You are my sunshine, only sunshine. You make me happy when the skies are grey. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping. There's a character limit, yes. Stanley boy, you feel like you're not coming. I don't want to go up. I want to stay there. But at the same time, I want to go up. I want to explore the Netflix area of this game. Ooh. I have another button right now in this thing sound.
This takes time, so I'm sorry for the long wait.
What are we doing? Sorry, do you
Sahara, do you love Alu cause I'm eating it RN?
I'm also
Drink
eating
water.
it. I ate it yesterday. Drink water. Alright. I ate it yesterday. It's the most basic of the vegetables. I don't know how else. How basic would you want to get than aloo? For confused people, aloo means potato. Okay, for real, how long? Is there a duration? Me
Alu's
having
a
chola
beast.
bhature for lunch today. How did you find out? Were you actually in this whole just like for 30 minutes just waiting for somebody to come up?
This is
somebody
long.
to touch? Yeah, it is. I might be better off showcasing. Okay, let's imagine that. Oh my god, this Stanley. Whoa! And I'm gonna press G in 10 seconds if he doesn't come up. And I'll check up on Google image. 10, 9, wake up Stanley. 8, 7, 6, 5,
Okay, maybe press
4,
G.
3, 2, 1.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Where do I go?
Now
Oh.
go down again.
Go down again.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like
Shori,
holes too
Varnane
much.
Carter Atani Dertak Barklon Nahin Kara Ha Hai.
Okay, can we go back to English, please?
Till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not
I wanna
you. Oh,
know
no,
what
no,
you
no,
guys
no.
are even
You
talking
have a
about.
weird sort of. Oh, did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't
did.
help but feel
Yeah.
like you spent a little less time in there than you did
This
before.
hole is tiny.
I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Oh,
Wow.
it's now even smaller.
Okay, yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
How does that work?
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards
him
for
late.
accountability in marketing.
Hello,
What's
Fate
going
Blocks.
on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is.
Oh God.
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me.
Um.
Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive How is this still appealing to you?
Go
I know
down.
you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge?
Something
you
changed.
just do whatever
I
it is
glitched.
you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Damn. Return to service. Press G.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Yeah, it's not.
You sure?
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
I'm
I
very
really
sure.
don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
I'm
Still nothing? Well, I suppose.
Now
suppose there
stay
is
in
one
the
thing I can do to
22
fix
hole
this.
22.
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
Take
I hope
care,
you
boy.
and the hole have a wonderful
Jim Jam with Gaming.
Where the heck is he going? How do I go up? Like, for real up. Come back. Narrator, go on. Oh. Something's happening. Jim Jam with Gaming. Yes, that's my new name. Leave a like if Jim Jams with Gaming. There's something happening outside.
Stay in hole, it's worth it, father.
Oh. Narrator boy, I'm sorry. Come back. I like your holes more. Where the heck is narrator boy? Oh. Whoa.
Now enjoy.
Somebody do the blocks. It fits perfectly. Change your perspective, change your perception. What? What's going on?
Non-copyright music for the win.
Change your reality. What the heck is that button?
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer.
My reality has changed. Oh god. Feels like a crime. Oh my god. Whoa. What? Yes. Change yourself. How many realities are there?
Told you it's amazing.
Oh my god, we were in the Pyramid of Giza now. Now we're in Assam. Now we're in air. What the heck is that? Bacteria? Whoa. Cute fairy. Are this all? Yeah.
Press J.
Oh my god. Cartoon like I like the old cartoon one. Oh my god, it's getting worse. Okay, fine. Oh god. What the heck? Wait. Oh, upside down. I think I'm done. How do I?
Stanley? Stanley?
Stanley and the same.
Stanley?
Oh,
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley.
Shaun
because
the
this
sheep
role is
looking
just
Stanley.
So darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
absolutely
So
not.
how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the whole?
No, I'm done
From
with
the
the whole.
looks of things, you
Let
and
me
I will
out.
have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm
Maybe.
looking forward to all of them.
Let me
Stay
out.
alert, Stanley. I'll
No.
be back.
No, come back. Can I jump? I can't do anything. Don't tell me we're going for another round in the whole art. Oh, loading. Loading is taking a long time this time.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay, we did this one. Did we do this one? I think so. No screenshots. Oh my god, I won't take a screenshot.
That
The
was
baby is all
perfectly
grown up.
timed with the blocks.
The button that says name of the player is the game. What? How many stuff are there? Expo 2 hall. Free achieve. We have done jump. This map. Is this 5? You are here. Yeah. Okay, we have done free achievement. The button that says the name of the player. We have done that. Merch. Setting world champion. Stanley Parable. Okay, this infinite hotel. Infinite hole we are done. What's this? 2. Right. Collect them all. What were you collecting?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable
Yes.
2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting
Get the
all
bucket
of them.
after the
I don't want to
collectibles.
stifle the
All right.
intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect
Wash your
all
bum
of
bum,
them,
wash your
and
bum.
then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
There's a tiny Stanley boy. Oh my god. 1 out of 6. Okay, cool. It's like a Jackbox game. Alright. We collected 1.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Yeah, I hate it. No screenshots. Is this the bucket?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Chat. Which one will you go with? White or blue? How do I earn more points? By just chatting. As simple as that. Stanley is handsome. Absolutely.
Stanley
He's
is
a chat.
handsome.
He is an absolute god. Which one? Left. Balloon. Yeah, both are balloons. Stanley is handsome. Try to do white? Left. Alright.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
No, I want white. How many? There's one balloon stuck. Alright. Balloons.
Narrator always chooses the opposite from your
Or actually,
choice XD.
Maybe I should
Oh,
have gone
bruh.
with-
I wanted the white.
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on. A common
bucket.
complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic
How
It is a
do I
paradox
become
game.
more
despair in
Shoria?
those who played
You
it.
just be
Well,
active and
I'm happy
after
to
a
say that
while
after much
I make you
consideration,
mod
I
manually.
engineered a clever solution to this fundamental
If I feel like
problem
you
with
are
the game.
coming to most
It's
of the streams
Stanley
and are
Parable
active usually.
Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine
Now
the
play
pain in
the
ass
game
that
with
would
Bucket
be?
Baby
Yes,
Girl.
the bucket is the perfect solution. Come
Bucket
on,
is the perfect
give it a
solution.
Try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
I'm gonna
And in
put it down.
fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Thank you.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I thought you were playing Roblox because I see on description. Wait, it says Roblox? No, it does not. Fix the description. What do you mean? Oh, the game title. I forgot to change the game title. In the title and description, it's fine, but the game selection, I missed on that. Oops. Right. Did I mess it up on Twitch also? I think I did. No, I did not. All right. Somehow. Whatever. Continue. I am 8th. What the
Does
heck?
anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Yeah, it's the best bucket. Chat, this is the best bucket, right? What else is there? Where the heck is the map? Forgot the map. There's the merch. Reassurance bucket. Right? Cool merch. Office decoration, Stanley Parable Reassurance. The button that says the name is Office Decorations. Is that this? No, this already done. What's
Now
left? This-
restart game and get Bucket during your next run.
Wait, I wanna see. The button that says gym, that's amazing. That was the best part of the game. This one already done. Epilogue. Feel like I'm missing one thing. Jump circle, mostly infinite hole. The button that says map. Okay, what else did we merge done? Setting the world champion, reassurance bucket, epilogue,
Sure, you how these
collectible.
people get a lot of points. Donate.
No, most of them have not donated, but just that they don't use the points. Alright, let's begin the game again. I think that should work. Wait. Let's skip it. Sorry. How do we get the bucket again?
All of his co-workers were
Oh my
gone.
god.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Why there's so much boxes? Ren, would I beat them if I donated 50? Yes, I think you would.
It'll be in the way.
You do get more points for, I think $1 is like 60 points, 70 points, something like that. Each dollar is set to 60, 70 points. See you guys 2 hours later. We are still here. You guys 1 more hour later. No, we are almost near the end. We have already done the Ultra Deluxe part. The game is never ending. Did you forget? New content, new content. Are we supposed to go here?
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
Yes, I did.
I have something very exciting to show you.
Imagine paying to win. Sure, how these people remember being top 1 like it was yesterday? No, I wasn't even streaming yesterday.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable.
I'll lose it if
and
I
about
hear
how
that guys
roundly
again.
disappointing this ultra
this game is
deluxe
dope.
version has turned out to be.
Right, Magda?
The original
Right, chat?
Stanley parable
This game
was
is
a
dope.
landmark, and
This
any
game
new
looked
content
like
for it
FNAF,
should
but
live up to
different
that
Euro.
legacy. So forget
I mean,
this ultra
it's not
deluxe
Roblox.
nonsense. I say
It's
we
not
take
like
it
FNAF,
one
but at the
step
same time,
even further.
it's a psychological
Which is
game,
why I'm
we
very
can say.
proud to announce
IGTG
the
for a
first
bit,
time
so
ever,
I hope you
the
guys enjoy
Stanley
laughing
Parable.
smiley.
You're gonna just leave me off to get a bucket and that's all my cue?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience.
I do want
built
a
from the
Stanley
ground
Parable
up.
too.
Why there are so many possibilities.
Why is there now
It could go in
doors?
so many different
Okay, the map
directions.
changed.
This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
It'll give
but
you a
let's
new
take
game
look at some of the
recommendation
features
if you
I've been
find the
developing
bucket.
for it. I figure that if
Find
I
the
can loosely
bucket.
organize a handful of interesting
Isn't it supposed to be
concepts,
where the
then
same
surely
place
the game will sort of
where you
naturally
got it?
spring up around them. It'll all work. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
You have to get to the bucket. Right. There's something up there also, seems like the stairs.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Yeah.
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
Bucket.
It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Where
You
the heck
see,
is it?
Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel
Oh, bucket.
perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Sorry, I'm
You
Prestige
may
2
even
in
come to
Gunfight
long
Arena.
for
That
the
weird.
gentle
You reached
embrace of
Prestige 2?
jarring cognitive
What the heck?
dissonance while the
If
bucket
you drop
is in
the
your
bucket, you
arms.
die.
To
I
be
won't drop the
honest,
bucket ever.
it's a much
I promise
more
to you,
convenient
Magda.
solution for
It's my
me
promise.
than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes,
That's not my thing, I
the
guess.
bucket
Laughing
is
smiley.
the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
I love his laughter.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
It's supposed to
The
change
benefits of the
this
bucket
time.
seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Now what
Does
we're
anyone
supposed
give
to
out
do?
awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Rin said you just get a bucket. Now I have a bucket. What do I do? I'm gonna go touch the big man. The big boy.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
What are we supposed to do? Such a lovely bucket, such high quality. Absolutely,
All right,
this is like
have
the
you seen
best.
everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
You didn't give me any new game ideas. Oh, red. New mug. Alright. No screenshots, no screenshots. What's
So,
this?
Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I
Yes.
know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but
I'm waiting.
I can feel it in my soul.
I want a Stanley
It's going
Parable
to
2.
work. There's definitely a good game in there
I
somewhere.
want a bucket
Say, let's
in a
do an
game. I
experiment.
want a big
I'll
button.
arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
I mean, I have a bucket. This is the best gaming experience, right, Magda?
Okay.
Real.
Are
Take
you
a
ready?
screenshot. I'm gonna take
Here
a
it
screenshot.
is.
Bam.
I give you the
Screenshot
Stanley
saved.
Parable
Screenshot it.
2.
L. Whoa. What's this? Can I go down?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's
There's a hole,
sort
there's
of-
a
okay,
jump
never
button,
mind.
there's two
Hold
buttons
on.
over there,
Let
there's
me do a
two,
different
there's
arrangement.
party balloons. Oh,
Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good.
that was dope game. What do you
Here
mean?
we go. Version 2.
Two. Dumb. Somebody do the dumb.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
That's a
This
collectible.
isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And
What
I
does
do
it
very
say?
much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
No, not that.
I wanted more than anything to create a
I said
sequel
bum,
that would
not-
capture all
no,
the
no.
magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision
put
and
him in the
integrity
bucket.
of the original
Bonk.
game. Would it
That's
possibly
us.
work?
Alright, 4 to
I
7.
suppose it
That's
could,
our
But it would need
office.
a really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2."
That's the name.
Let me
Oh my
see if
god.
I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead.
There's no bum.
Take a look.
There's a Blux. BLUX. Stanley Parable 2. Oh my god. We got a new game, boys. Begin game. There's a new game now.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He
This
sat
game
at
is
his
so
desk
long,
in
bro.
room
That's supposed to be
427, and
the
he
game's
pushed
literal
buttons.
tagline is this game never ends.
Orders came to him.
Although
through a
this game
monitor
has
on
8
his desk,
endings total, I
telling
think we
him
have
what
reached
buttons
around
to
6
push,
to
how
7
long
of
to
them.
push them,
It's
and
supposed to be
in
the
what
last
order.
ending. The
This
Stanley
is
Parable
what
2.
employee 427 did
Ultra Deluxe.
every day,
I wanna go sleep.
every month,
What time is it
of
for you?
every year. And although others might have considered it
Alright, I'm gonna skip that part that we have already heard in the start. There's balloons.
all
now.
of his
Can we
co-workers
pop?
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
There's a bucket. Oh, there's a bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I did not miss the bucket. Yes. Top tier
Stanley
gameplay.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Which door? Chat. Pick the door for me. Majority wins. Right, left, right, left. The narrator wants us to go left. Do not listen. Right. With the bucket.
Don't listen.
Alright.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Now, left, right.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
There's no party stuff there. I haven't been here, I think. I haven't been here. I think I'm gonna go here.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the
I think
opposite
I have,
door.
but I have the option to
Who cares? Listen to the bucket.
listen to the bucket. The bucket is saying go here. Okay. Is this the... What's that? Oh, that's a short path. Okay. Meeting room.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps
Absolutely.
his boss's office was where, coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
Up,
upstairs
down.
to
I haven't
the
been
boss's
downstairs.
office.
I feel like I wanna go downstairs, but at the same time, Magda, what is the bucket saying? This red downstairs. I wanna go down now. This red. I like red. Oh my god.
Listen to bucket.
You found one of them. One of
Damn.
the miniature Stanley figurines.
Easy.
Remember, no reward for
Downstairs,
collecting all of these,
downstairs, all right.
only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that.
You guys were
silver
right.
Stanley. God knows
Absolutely
I tried. So,
amazing
I
people.
implore you to savor each and
Does it
every
have blushing
moment
on it?
You
Like,
come across one of these.
it has blush on it.
beautiful
Look at the
figurines.
cheeks. It has some blush applied to it.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He
Haven't been to
considered the
this part
possibility
also.
of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fined for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
I am.
He looked down at the
Wait.
bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me.
Exactly.
In difficult times such as these.
The bucket is the
He held the
guiding
bucket
light
close,
for me.
Yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
The bucket is the guiding
And
light
that's
for
when Stanley
you.
realized,
For everyone.
this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's
No.
bucket, perhaps. How did
No.
I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
It has to be
Surely
mine.
no good would come from this. Who
Where's
knows
my
what
bucket?
sorts of bizarre
What? Where
hallucinations
is my
Stanley
bucket?
might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
I need is my bucket.
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd.
Did Kmo make
Now
his
he felt
appearance
himself
or
floating
not?
off the ground.
Yes.
Oh, gracious.
I know.
He exclaimed.
Uh,
Without my bucket,
I
I've
figured
gone
out
truly
what
mad.
happened to CMO,
Where is
by the
it?
way.
I must find it.
showcase
Far
to you
off
in the
distance
DMs
now, he
later.
heard it, calling to him.
Sadly, it's not in this one.
Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
The bucket is not calling me.
He rushed forward
Judge,
from room to room,
I want
passing
to
by
find-
one bucket,
bucket?
after the next.
I want
None
bucket.
of them were his.
Where
None
is
of
my
them were
bucket?
his special bucket.
I need my special bucket.
Find me. He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend.
Why are the
It was the
bucket's
only
number
way to
increasing?
truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
What?
It was incredibly painful.
What?
Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh. There's a bucket inside of us now.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh. Mariella.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Oh my god.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man
Bucket.
had no bucket.
Yeah, that's a
Of course,
problem.
he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about
my
a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps
CMO
he
needs his
didn't
bucket.
realize
That's why,
he'd
Judge,
forgotten
he
his
was
bucket
not
at home
able
in
to
the
come to
first
this
place.
game.
How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Backflipped all the way to work. Wow. Is there a bucket? Please tell me there's a bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
I'm gonna
decided
follow
to
this
go to
time.
the meeting room. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms.
I'm gonna follow the man. Okay? Last time we did not follow the man and we died. This time I'm gonna follow the man.
Tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
CMO is CMO. Yeah. How we can find them? Damn. Is there one here? Projector? Change. Small floating objects have appeared. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There's not many questions. There was no memo for management. That's some serious stuff right there. Alright, go up.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Hello, boss. Stop. Oh, there's another.
Another miniature
Yay!
Stanley figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about
I hate
mini
you. What is you?
stands? Stanley figs.
CMO
Or
doesn't approve of
what
your hate.
about
Yeah, Cat does not
Stanley?
approve. CMO
Yes,
does not approve.
I think I like that.
Nobody approves
Another
of hate.
Stanlerine under your belt.
I'll showcase you guys what CMO is. This is extreme bathrooms. What does it say? I can't read. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. No? Oh. Where am I going? I don't know. I'm gonna go up. Let's go up. How long is
Roblox elevator music.
absolutely every single Roblox elevator game? Boom, boom. Where are we? Is this? Isn't this the same area? What?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned.
What
to
was the
discover
code?
Not an indication of any human life.
Chat,
Crushed
what was the
by
code?
the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional
2,
dumpster
8,
fire, if
4,
not for the
5.
soothing presence of the bucket. But Stanley
Yes.
guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is
The
certainly the
bucket is
most
guiding
logical
me.
explanation.
Right, this thingy. The bucket is the guiding light. Not CMO. Bucket. CMO in the
Bucket is
next
giving
game.
me cat vibes.
By the way, Judge, to answer your question, CMO is another character from the same. This
The
guy is
elevator raced
another
downward,
game.
plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that
Thank
in
you,
this
bucket.
darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
This did not feel like up.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go
3.
back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
What 3? Which 3? Where are we? Where is the number 3? Magda, did you see a number 3 somewhere? Is there a number 3 or something?
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the
Okay.
bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Well, he said, the number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Oh. I was having such a fun time with the 3. Chad, were you having fun time with the 3?
Perhaps the bucket had missed something.
The bucket
Perhaps
is giving
he
me
had not
cat
seen how much
vibes.
joy Stanley
I mean,
got from
cat,
slamming the
bucket,
number
same thing,
3
right, chat?
repeatedly.
It looks the same. It feels the same. Hold it in your arms. It feels the same. All
A
same.
hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Have a bucket. Nothing can do anything to me.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the
bucket.
bucket both wondered to themselves.
I have a bucket. See? I have a bucket. Judge, what do I have?
The monitors
bucket.
jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
No, I did
Everyone in
not drop the
office was
bucket.
being
Magda,
videotaped,
this is a
monitored
lie.
like
I did not
guinea
drop the
pigs.
bucket.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly
MLG
burst
that
into
bucket.
tears.
MLG with
Stanley
that
cradled it
bucket.
Gently,
I mean, it does not
reassuring
have
it
water.
that everything would
If
be
it hit,
fine.
if it did, I might have considered.
Was
I'm
the
gonna do one
bucket
more
under
last
the mind
playthrough
control
and
facility's influence as
after which,
well?
I think that would
Had the
be
bucket
probably
been told
the
to do
best of
things
Stanley's
it didn't
parable.
wish to do?
I don't know how
What
long
kinds of
does the
things
game
does
go
a
for.
bucket want to do
I know
or
it's
not
not
want
supposed to
do in
ever
the
end.
first
It has
place?
like,
These
I've heard it
questions
has
raced
like
furiously in Stanley's feeble
20 hours worth of
He
footage.
screamed into the
I mean,
bucket.
if you want,
He
if
couldn't
you really,
accept it.
really went
His
through
own life in
all.
someone else's control, never. He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one
Other
except
than the
for the
bucket.
bucket.
The bucket is the best friend. Bucket
But
is
here
a
was
friend.
the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls.
Last time we turned
Two
off the
best friends,
thingy. I feel like
Stanley and the bucket up against the world.
I wanna
They
turn the machine
high-fived in a
on
really
this
cool
time.
way.
Magda,
The bucket made a
20
sassy
hour
comment
stream when?
about taking down the system.
Maybe someday I might do a Roblox 24-hour stream, like a marathon run, but not anytime soon. Anyways, right now should I press on or off? We did off last time. It was a pretty peaceful thingy, but I feel like on we haven't done, and the bucket is in my hand, so nothing can go wrong with me. Should I do on? What do you say, chat? On or on? On peace was never an
On
option.
peace was never an option.
What? I'm pressing
But
on.
at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to
What?
turn on
Nothing
the
happened.
controls. Stanley
I was here.
gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To
The
take
bucket?
over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Absolutely,
How could
the bucket
have
wanted
betrayed him
power.
like this? Stanley was prepared
It's the
to throw
artificial
the bucket away in
intelligence bucket.
disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds.
This third or fourth time?
Silly.
Sure, it is every
Silly
time in the
birds.
stream. Many times.
The
Silly
control
bird.
buttons became active again.
Oh my god, these birds. What's that? Silly countries. Oh my god, there's my country over there. There's the silly countries. There's some other silly countries. Totally, very silly. Where is
Bird.
Magda is somewhere over there. Judge is somewhere over there. I don't know. I am there. Parents are there. Okay, alright. Silly birds. What should I do? Which one? This bird. Oh, parrots. Oh. Duck.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This
Who else
wasn't a
wants him
mind
to do a
control
sleep
facility
stream
at
and
all.
watch him
It was
ascend
a
while
facility
he's
for
asleep?
monitoring and surveilling silly
What?
birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom
Bird
because
stream
they spent
when?
the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible
WSG
paths
oldie,
his
I
life could
finished
have
my
taken,
homework and
this one
CME
was
here.
surely the best.
This
And
is
Stanley
absolutely gorgeous.
Was happy.
Oh my god, flamingos. Oh. Oh. I finished. Oh. Wait, the chat ain't working. Okay, chat now working. One last playthrough.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
This time, wait, we did
Stanley
do
clutched the
technically.
bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Absolutely.
Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was.
Let me
How
just check.
insightful the bucket
Sharuya,
turned out
I
to
finds
be.
I had my HW and came here again.
Guys, I was oldie. I finished my homework and came here. Sorry, I finished homework and came here again. Thank you. Welcome back. Geography
Truly,
lesson.
being here with the bucket. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Last
Stanley
time
took
we
the door
went
on his
this
left
side.
to go back to the meeting room.
I go to the meeting room. Every single time you finish the game, something changes, and you never know what. You need a guiding like
No,
said
like
the bucket.
Rin.
don't go to
sometimes.
the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo
Whoa,
lift.
wait, can we go there? Whoa, new place. All right, new thingy.
Okay, I'm going
Oh my
back to
God.
the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think,
Stanlerines.
Stanley? What name
Stanlerines.
better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it.
So
I'm
happy.
sure it will come to me.
I like my like count. Would we die if I fall off? Can we climb back up? It's a vent. Oh. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. New part of the game. See, this is what I'm telling you. The game is so deep, it never ends, basically. How does they fit this giant game into 4 gigabytes?
Okay, this is
What?
day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
And
No
put
matter
it down.
how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense.
Evidence
There's no
252.
explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so
Are we su-
differently.
is this
when
supposed to be
this
the
bucket is
voice
in
of
my
Stanley?
arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure?
Eat it.
I can monetize it.
Eat it.
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This
Bucket breakdown.
is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that?
Who's there?
What the heck? CMO?
The eye's giving me goosebumps.
What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Follow the narrator or not?
Warmth spread
Judge.
through Stanley's arms.
Paid.
With the bucket in his
Magda.
arms again, he was home. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I know there's something gonna be different. Every single time it is. There will be a reward for finding them all. Trust the completionist instinct. I don't know how to, if I will be able to find them all, but I feel like every single run you are given one time.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Should I go up? Or should I go down? Now he is becoming a serial killer. This is giving goosebumps. Should I follow him?
Down.
Down. Down. We already collected the down thingy.
But
Didn't
Stanley
we
just
not?
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such
Yeah.
a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed
Onk, you
everyone
found
had
bucket,
vanished.
yay.
His boss would think he was crazy.
I
And
have
then
done twice
something
with
occurred
the
to
bucket
Stanley.
rounds.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe
This is the same
I
thing
am crazy.
happening again.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The
Feels
bucket
like I'm doing
returned
the
his
same thing.
gaze, but said
Should
nothing
I
at all.
restart the round?
That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held
Maybe
the
I should have
bucket
just
close, yet felt
gone
none
the
of its
correct
familiar
way.
reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday
Now you can
bucket.
have whatever
Someone
genre
else's
of game
bucket,
you
perhaps.
ask.
How
I
did
have
I end up with
options.
someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very
We have
odd.
already done this part. I
Now-
feel like we should begin the game again. Since we went to a path that we already gone through. Jez, what do you say? Like the dialogues are also repeating. I thought there might be something new in this one. We did not have gone through the escape route. Yeah, sure. Alright. We haven't gone through the escape one yet. The
All of
escape
his
route
co-workers were
with the
gone.
bucket.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
Absolutely.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling
Hello,
him
bucket.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
We have
Stanley
done that
took the door on his
area
left
some
to
sort.
go back to the
We
meeting
didn't
room.
do the other part. We fell down
No,
and the
said
game
the bucket.
finished.
Don't go to the meeting
I mean,
room.
we went
go
through that
somewhere
side
else.
instead.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Yeah,
Good.
thank you.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's
you go
something
to
up
that
there I
side?
need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley
Buckets
chose
can.
not to think about this.
What do you mean?
obvious
Buckets
fact.
can't talk, right?
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had
It's
spoken
normal
to
run
him,
then, Max.
and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
What if you don't take the bucket at all? Oh, new portion of the map. How
In
big is this
here.
game?
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Oh. Oh God.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will...
No. No.
Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone?
No.
Were you trying
Get
to
out.
resist the bucket's
Bad.
orders? Stanley, I
Bad.
was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get
was
the
a joke?
It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up
I
the
thought
joke?
the bucket was
Should I
talking
have
to me.
paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it, but there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What? Where?
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
What?
And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds?
Oh my god, 90 seconds.
Thankfully,
Everybody
the answer to
get
all
ready
of
for
these
a
questions
lesson.
is yes.
Yes.
Let's dive deeper.
Nicely
Alright.
found,
If
IT.
you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body.
What?
These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak
Hail
the
the fur.
entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
I
now.
am Dunny with the funny. I am Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally,
Everyone say
it's
it.
time to hand out surveys.
I am
Collecting
Dunny.
hard data from
with
your
the
audience
funny.
on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian.
Oh,
An effective
a form.
survey should be no less than 10 pages
Oh
long
my God.
and should include the same question reprinted several times.
Now
just
you
to
must
ensure
do
the
Dunny
survey
with the
taker is
funny
actually
every
paying
stream.
attention and not simply filling in answers at random.
Every
And
single
that's all
ending
there
of the
is.
stream.
With
I am
these
Dunny
strategies
with
at your
the funny.
disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter
What
and
game
even
is this?
tripled over in laughter in no time
It's
at
in the
all.
title.
Just
Stanley
remember to let them
Parable.
stop laughing
It's
at
a
some point,
paradoxical game.
you
As in,
gut-busting
it
little
ends, but
scamp.
it never ends.
After all, with
Every
each
end
of
is
us
a new
needed on the
ending.
front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter.
Absolutely
I think
not.
The fundamentals
I am
of
Dunny
proper
with the
comedic
funny.
timing are still as relevant today as they were back
Or should
then.
I say, I
so
am
with that in
Dunny
mind, I believe
with
the
the
only way
funny.
forward is for
The
us to
comedic
return
timing.
to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along,
What?
let's head back.
Where are we
I'm
going?
loving it.
I'm loving. Ba-na-pa-pa-pa. Where are we supposed to go? Yeah.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious
He sounds like Mr. Bean.
concept.
I
The
don't know
king
why.
of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we have
King
the
of comedy is
instructional video.
always going to be Mr.
Otherwise,
Bean for me.
who knows where we'd be right now. Well,
Where
I
the
wouldn't
heck
be
are
the king
we
of
going?
comedy, that's for sure.
Wait, there's a door there.
bucket
There's stuff
spoke
there.
to
Can we
Stanley.
actually go down
The
somehow?
bucket spoke.
The bucket
wanna know how-
spoke.
Is there a way
I'll
to
figure
go
it out on
down?
the fly. No need to overthink things.
Where are we going? Where the heck are we going? We didn't use it. I can't get Steam. Oh, it's on Steam. Yeah, it's on Steam. It's on other websites as well. Xbox, PS4, and you can just manually buy and download it from the website. I think also. I don't exactly know. It's a small developer. They just use a publisher.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Oh god. This ain't.
What? We're back at the phone already?
Yeah.
No, what's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable
The
comedic
thingy is
wit
outside.
which culminates in this scene with the
I'm
phone.
done with the funny.
Now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake.
You didn't use it,
I
Scan.
made a
When?
fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
Oh god, no.
Surely
Please.
that will
Same
help
Dunny
me
with the
improve my-
scary every time you get jump scare.
Alright.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
I didn't let it open.
What? We're back at the phone already?
Bruh, why is-
No.
No.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Say, I'm done with the funny every time you get a jump scare. Alright, I don't know if I'll be getting more jump scares.
We're back at the phone already? No.
How many times do we have to do this?
Here we go. You
This
ready?
is fun.
When
Giving the
Stanley and
narrator a
bucket came
seizure.
to a set of 2 open doors,
I'm
they
supposed to go
entered the
left
door on
instead
the
of
left.
right. I'm gonna go right. One last time I'm gonna try. Is it gonna say the same thing again?
What? We're back
Okay,
at
I
the
think
phone
we might have to go
already?
to the
No.
left side. Unless we have to just keep going.
Here we go. You ready?
Ren, do you know?
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Ren, are we supposed to go left or something? Okay, go left now. Alright.
No.
Okay, go left
to
now.
the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over.
The joke
It's
is
all
done. Your career is
fault,
done.
Stanley.
Yeah, it's
I'm
my
going to
fault.
be ridiculed in the
You're
community
done
of
with
other
the
joke
funny.
writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
I am done with the funny.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Let me
Gee.
try that again, Stanley.
Gee. Gross.
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No?
I love this bucket.
Still not... Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal, I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from
Reviews on the game.
Stanley's obsession with the bucket.
I'm hoping you enjoying it.
The game is not
I'm
over.
really good at these jokes.
Additional art assets, Valve. Valve, I love. Absolutely, I love them for making most of their assets they make for freely available. I think some of these cabinets, buckets are like taken from Half-Life and stuff. Some other Source games from Valve. Is the game over? What?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days?
Is the game not over?
Sent the good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling
What?
to him, telling him that the employee
Is the game
lounge
over or
was
is the
simply
game not
place
over?
to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was
The
The end is never the end is never the end.
The end is never.
to go back to the meeting room.
Wait.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room.
Should I go there
somewhere
or-
else.
I wanna
The
go
cargo
down
lift,
and-
yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
I'm gonna go downstairs. There's stuff there. There's a. Alright, I'm supposed to fall down just? Alright.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to
First
the
time you have
separation of
to-
himself and the bucket.
It's
his
parable, it's
dearest
supposed
friend.
to loop.
So he threw
Then
himself
it
to his death,
says
that they might
unplug.
die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
You have to unplug the phone yourself, then the room does it. Bro, I wanna go down
Wait,
stairs.
Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the
Fall down.
orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled.
Is
Anywhere they
parable
went
something
together
that never
would be-
ends?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket
I wanna go
calling to him,
downstairs.
telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
There's a
said the
thing
bucket.
over here.
don't go to
As
the
in,
meeting
like,
room. Go somewhere else.
go here
The
and
cargo
then
lift,
somewhere.
Yes. Go there. Go
But-
to the cargo lift.
That I don't think is the way. I don't exactly know. Should be is 0
Plebleep home yes.
platform. I want to reach that whatever that.
Go to
it
the
seems like-
boards.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped a good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble
bucket.
a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Follow the
and entered
narrator.
the door on his
Follow the
left.
narrator. Follow the narrator. Follow the narrator. Follow the narrator. What do you have to do? Follow the narrator. Have I followed the narrator? Yes. I think.
Coming to a staircase,
So-
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I think I've already done that too. Like
Stepping
fully
into
follow.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed
click.
by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code
Now
by
go to
sheer
the
luck.
bathroom.
Was it that the bucket
Bathroom?
knew all along? Was the bucket guiding?
Oh, I have already been to that also.
Yes. This is certainly the most logical
No, I have
explanation.
already been to the bathroom and seen the figurine. If you're wanting to show me that, should I just reset? Wait, there's another figurine.
You're getting
Oh my
close
God.
now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And
I don't
then
know where the last
first
one is.
number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be
Damn.
different people by then. Different in the sense that we used
Does
to have
anything change?
none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of
What?
us can.
Figure does change.
It does change.
Does the game save, by the way? If I leave and redo some. Wait.
Hi, Stanley.
False.
Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up.
Ah, the embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had
Hey,
the
girly
bucket
gans,
turned out to be
hello.
correct? Was this no?
Hello,
Never
Nicole.
mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Now after this room follow narrator.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room.
Which
Go
room?
somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
There's a
Go
5
there.
to 6
Go
seconds
to the
delay.
cargo lift.
I'm gonna.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die
Update
in one
1
another's
hour
arms.
later, and I'm
How
still
deeply
coping.
touching.
The game is no longer Stanley's Parable. It's not. Sequel is not paused. The Stanley Parable, the sequel. Wait, there's a new
Made
bucket.
Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time,
bucket is
perhaps
not
Have you
here.
done the
would
broom
become
closet
both of those
ending?
things.
I have not done the broom
Stanley
closet.
clutched the
No.
bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his
How
left.
much till this game ends?
How much till this game ends? We already kind of ended. It showed the credit scenes, but the game. Look at the game's name, Stanley Parable.
This was
The
not
game never
correct way
ends.
to the meeting room.
It's literally the
Stanley had
tagline.
felt the bucket calling
It
to
changes
him,
every
telling
single
him
time.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Imagine.
Was it? No, never mind.
Imagine thinking
The
a
bucket was
thing that
wrong.
ends.
Stanley took the
A
door
thing
on
that
his
never
left
ends
to go
is gonna
back to
end.
the meeting room.
Parable reference, yeah. Don't go
Don't
to
go
the
to
lift.
the lift.
Which room? This room? That room? Which lift? There's a lift over there. There's a lift on that side. A platform thingy. Select 0 for this lift. Select 1 for the actually 1 for that. 2 for this. The
The
cargo.
cargo one.
Don't go to the lift. Then where do I go? There's 5 people watching and
There's 5 people watching and 13 likes. Hwara.
yeah, but the total views, people come, people go and leave like sometimes and then go. Follow the narrator's instruction. I forgot what narrator said. Oh, narrator said this.
He
Follow
took
the
a little
narrator's
detour through the
instructions.
maintenance section and walked
This one.
straight ahead to the opposite door.
I have not been here with the bucket yet. I've been that side. Should I go here?
Now take this lift.
Bam. Judge, look at this lift. This lift is like CMO.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place
Oh my
eventually.
God. There's a button. Fragile.
You
It's
see,
a baby
your
Stanley.
friends and I are concerned for you,
Room
Stanley.
closet.
We've come together here because we care about you very much.
I shall
It's
make
this
my
bucket you're
appearance 1
carrying
hour
around
later.
everywhere. The bucket
I
isn't
won't be
even
there
from
1
the
hour
original
later. The
Stanley
game is
Parable.
soon
It's
gonna
just
end.
sequel content. We're
Hello,
the ones
girl.
that matter, Stanley. Classic
See, I
characters
helped
from the
you
first
find
game,
more
like
new
the
stuff,
Adventure Line and the
FRFR.
Broom Closet.
For real,
Because
for real.
that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
I want bucket.
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too
I'm
much time
just
with
here
it.
for you watching
Don't you
the
want
shared
another story
vids.
involving the Adventure Line?
I'm gonna watch
we
the
could
shared
make the
vids
Adventure
soon.
Line go somewhere new. Yes,
The game is
yes,
over,
that's what the
almost over.
fans
I think
want.
I've done almost all the end.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who
Damn.
knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh, copyright free.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original
Whoa,
dialogue?
Matrix
Also,
map.
Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What? What?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for
It's
the
all
fans, Stanley.
non-copyright
Let's give them more
music.
content
All right.
exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
Money. Please tell me I found the last figurine somewhere over here. Please, please. Where the heck is the last figurine?
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why
don't.
I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
By the way, there's a portal
This
ref in the
is the
original
Bucket
game, but ick about
Destroyer.
it being in this game.
Oh,
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
no. Insert the bucket. No, I don't
Can
wanna.
you guess
No,
what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
no.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket.
Where's the stop
And then
button?
pop it into
Stop
the machine
button.
when you're ready.
Where's the
If you
plug?
get time, check out Awakening in the Strongest Battlegrounds.
Now listen to me.
Why do you keep going
It's
back to
crucial that
Awakening
you give
saying
it the
all the
bucket.
strongest
I
battleground
don't know
games?
what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
personality.
I can
What the
hear
heck?
you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable
Don't destroy.
characters?
I don't want to
Don't
Well, you
destroy.
destroy.
see, if you were to
I'm
really
keeping my
explore the
bucket.
Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this
maybe
game
you'll just
can you
send
even
that
say
clip
that
in
about?
shared
The broom
clips.
closet? Certainly not. I wonder
I'll
what
just
sort
share
of
the clip
Bucket
and share-
Destroyer
That's better.
merchandise the fans
That's,
will
to
be
be honest,
clamoring
better.
for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the
Absolutely
classic
not.
Stanley Parable characters.
You want to
like
eat
the
CMO.
Adventure
You want to
Line or
eat
the
Bucket. You want to
Destroyer
eat PM.
until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they
I don't
want.
care about
Hurry
fans.
and-
I want bucket. Don't clip that out of context. Oh my god. The bucket destroyer.
Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such
Gunfight
marvelous
Arena
things
has a
with you,
knife
tell
gun,
such
I think.
spellbinding stories
Knife
about
gun.
you. All of it
What?
squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Magnificent. Hello?
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office,
Hello.
is it? Is this... Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky.
How many
indeed.
dialogues did the person record for this game? Like,
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the
There's like so
employee
many-
lounge was simply the place
every
to
single
be.
time the
And here it was.
words
Had
change.
the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Should I go to the meeting room? Or should I... Is there something over there? I haven't jumped and gone to the right side with the bucket. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know where you...
I don't know where
No,
your last
said the
Stanley
bucket.
is.
Don't go to
You-
the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
I hope the game saves. I'm gonna try
Good,
to jump
said the
off
bucket.
and go to that
Now
side
ride the
instead
lift
of
all
that.
the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this
Fall
bucket was
from the
speaking
lift,
to him.
Dick.
It
Yeah.
should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
You can
But
just
Stanley
tell me all
chose
the
not to think
locations.
about this
I'll let you
obvious
know
fact.
if I...
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Absolutely not. I did not do what the bucket asked. Okay, this area changed.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it
Oh my
was
God.
okay to bring the bucket here? Unless... What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well,
Do you guys
my
not know what a
goodness,
bucket is?
I think we have
Who
to
here
do
does not
something
know what a
about
bucket
it.
is? Raise your
This
hands.
misunderstanding could
Type
have
E if you
dire
don't know what a bucket
consequences
is.
on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
This isn't
Please,
a bucket.
Step in here for a moment.
I don't. Tell me what a bucket is. Is a gulp leap of water a bucket of
Now
water?
then, I'm
Oh my
going to
God.
run you through some test scenarios.
Oh my
and you'll
God.
tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll
Chat.
ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay.
Everyone ready?
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
It has made of steel. Is that a bucket? No? Right.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket.
What?
Not an actual bucket.
Alright, it was kind of flat. Like your mom. I'm kidding.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
I don't know. Chad, what's a bucket?
Incorrect.
Ooh. Ooh.
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Bucket.
Item 3. Is this
Everything
a bucket?
is a bucket. No, now say no to literally all
Now
of them.
say no to literally all of them.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Ren, this was a bucket. Come on, you don't even know what a bucket is. Judge, look at Ren. She don't even know what. Oh my
Item
god.
4. Is this a bucket?
Oh my god. What? What? uh, hmm. Uh,
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely
Oh my God.
incredible. Let's
Somebody
just
clip
move
that.
on to the next one.
oh my god, this game.
Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Correct. This is a bucket.
What is happening? What is happening? How can someone not like this game? Perplexity.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Kinda too tiny for a bucket.
Trick question.
Narrator gave up on
Both.
us.
Gotcha.
Both. What? Both. Is there a
Item.
thingy
Wait,
there?
hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Hello? What do I do? Yes.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket.
Say
when
no.
we both clearly know that a bucket is something, and therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
And bucket could be anything, even nothing, right? Unless you think like a philosophical bucket, which is everything, so it can't be nothing. But bucket is everything, it must mean it is also nothing. But if it's nothing, it can't be everything. Everything is a bucket. But the question is, nothing is a bucket. If nothing is a bucket, how can everything be a bucket? This is a very tricky question. Nothing and everything can be buckets. Nothing and everything both are buckets. It's all bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
You are a
I'm
bucket,
afraid
bro.
the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going
You are
to
a bucket.
erase all buckets from the game
No,
entirely.
no, no, no,
Okay.
do not.
Here we go.
No, no, don't you dare. Do not. No.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Everything
Every
was a
single thing in
bucket.
the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here.
Wait,
You're
I'm not a bucket?
either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes,
We are
I actually
not
feel
done
much
it with
more
the
at
funny?
ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Then if you're
Alright,
not a
here we
bucket,
go.
I can eat you.
Oh, thank you. That's very thoughtful.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked
If
his
all the
ego
people are
and then
gone,
proceeded.
does that mean
Stanley
all of them
touched
are
the bucket
buckets?
tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
Does
that
things
the
change?
employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Does anything happen
Had
in the
bucket
employee
turned
lounge?
out to be
Like if
correct?
you just
Was
stand
this
here
better
for
than
too
the
long?
meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it
I'm gonna check something quickly. Wait. Second figurine is inside
Go
the
without the
cargo.
bucket on the cargo lift disobeying thing.
Wait, I have to
How insightful the bucket turned.
without the bucket. You're telling me to. Fine. Fine. I won't take
All of his
my bucket.
co-workers were gone.
Bad.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Go without the bucket on the cargo lift. Disobeying thingy. As in, like, jump
When
off
Stanley
to
came
the
to
rail.
a set of two
that
open
what you're
doors, this
saying?
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
your
he wanted to
bucket must
stop
be
by the
mine.
employee lounge
Oh, God.
first, just to admire it.
Judge,
was
we are so
okay.
close. Judge, we are so close to finishing
But
the
eager
off.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Welcome back. We are about to finish off the last figurine and get to
Stanley
the
was
thingies.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Alright, we're
I'm
supposed
not
to go
sure.
there, right?
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your
Without
trust
the
in
bucket.
someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Alright.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Yes,
Someone you've
Shoria.
forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me
Yay.
prove that. And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing
Did Jim
something
restart?
just
Yeah,
for the
Jim
sake of
is
doing it.
restarted
Where
and
so
collected
many
all the
people
6
expect to be
figurines.
rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
Thank you.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting.
Do I
them,
restart now,
But
or
that would be
what
like
do I
a
do?
reward, and we can't.
I
have
need my
that.
bucket.
So,
I can't live without my
instead
bucket.
I'll just say
I'm
it's
going
done.
crazy without my
We're
bucket.
all done here, and now we
No,
can
no.
go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for
Don't restart.
figurines.
Not yet. Where
Now
do-
listen carefully. This is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Finally done with clipping these, clipping them bucketer. What? Go blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red
Oh, last time we
door.
went to the red door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, Stanley did not. Wait, I want to take a screenshot of this. This looks cool door. It's a very cool door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be
Wait,
happy
there was
all
a-
this time?
Oh, God,
The problem is all
I-
these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Let me out. Let
Running
me out.
and
Let me
running
out.
and running,
Let me
just
out.
the way you're doing
My
right
mind.
now. Don't you
It
see
took
that
over my
it's
mind.
clean,
I saw
Stanley?
too many arrows.
I wanted to
My mind
stop.
just thought it has
I
to
would-
follow.
We would
It must
both
follow.
be so much
There was
happier
another door?
if we
Oh, God.
just stopped.
Should I reset?
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Yeah, alright. Does it show the same thingy as the last one?
What do we want? What are we?
Right. I think that's the last ending that's left, as in the blue door ending, whatever that would be. Okay, where's everything gone? What?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's
What
just
the heck?
It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more
Tractor
than
is
to
equal to
revisit the
bucket.
figurines.
Maybe
Just
I
one more
don't.
time.
I didn't raise my hand 15 degree to my body for you to get comedic timing. All that's matter. It's a very beautiful area. I'd give it that. I don't exactly know the Stanley parable. This was not there before. Why is there a downstairs room?
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again,
first.
Stanley.
7? Oh, I now have 7. Fog. I somehow collected more than they were present. Wait.
And here was a second Stanlerine. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts
Keep
of
going, New.
mundane, unremarkable ways.
Oh,
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
I think it was this. I believe it was. I found this one first.
Hey,
Yay.
that's exactly right.
Oh God.
It was
Open.
here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm
Easy.
glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory. but
Thank you.
I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Panic Pro Max.
Do not lock me in the bathroom.
Let's
And
see, what came next?
where's the?
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
What?
Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No, it did not happen.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Oh.
Enjoy.
How you found it? Windows Media Player. How I found it. Alright. What's that over there? Whoa! What's that? Oh my god. A green arrow? It's mini stand number 5.
Onk that 2000s YouTube video tutorial.
It's behind the boss office. You found. Thanks for boss. Thank you, Stanley boy. Oh, whoever the narrator is. The narrator, starring Stanley, narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot
Absolutely.
of time making that video, but it was
I
8
hope so.
minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
8 minutes only, bro. There's rain going on. Can you guys hear the rain from my mic? I hope not. You're at the same door back.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This
Can we do
memory
the
is
red and
most
blue doors
distinct
again?
and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Yeah.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike
Oh wow, it's
any
raining
other,
where I live too,
except
gang,
for
and
the
no,
other
we
moments
can't
picking
hear
up
the rain.
figurines, which it was
Alright.
exactly like.
How long is this game? You
And
are
then
in the present.
there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left
Whatever
to do
my
but
screen
move
is showing
onward into the
is-
future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Goodbye memories. Oh, I wanted more memories.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen.
Oh.
Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's
No.
just go backwards.
I need the
We'll
blue
do the
room.
memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
No, I don't want to. Go. Shush. I don't want to. Do I have to? I think I have to.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this.
Oh,
I must
yes.
say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one
Keep
is the most
collecting the
distinct and
figures.
clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
How many? Why do we have to keep collecting the figures?
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
I don't remember. No. Thank you.
Yes, I love that video.
I totally forgotten about that video. What was that video again, chat?
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Very solid. More solid than you.
These really were a treat to hunt down.
Bruh,
You know,
why do you
if
keep
there had
blocking
been
me?
any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm
What video
very
are you talking
glad
What
about?
video
this
are
is
you
a
talking
temptation.
about?
Next
Chat,
one.
the narrator keeps mentioning about a video. I don't know which video. We have not gone to the warehouse. Wait, are we supposed to go to the warehouse? The warehouse is not there. Alright. No. Judge, where to go next? Upstairs
This
or
was our
downstairs?
second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Collect them all. The studio shut down or something?
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who
How could I have
forgotten
forgotten about that?
Classic memory, this one. And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's
Life.
something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
He can remember, guys. Illusion of
Illusion
choice.
of choice.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time.
Okay, now after
I'll
this
take care
ending,
of myself.
go for the
I
blue
don't
door
need
and no
Stanley
buckets
anymore.
allowed, sadly.
Oh, but he truly was so much
All
fun
right.
to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much.
This game is
Okay,
absolutely
here we
brilliant.
go.
This game is
This
absolute brilliance.
is the story of a man,
A man
named
named
Stanley.
Stanley.
Already
gonna
this
miss
was
you, office.
uncomfortable.
And
You're
Stanley
gonna be
decided that as soon
uninstalled
as he
soon.
found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it
bucket.
again in his life.
This game.
When Stanley came
I'm
to
already
the set of
emotionally
two open
attached to
doors,
this
was
game,
not the
even
correct
though
Every
it's-
time I
meeting
go,
room, and
I see
Stanley
his
knew it
face.
perfectly well.
Bucket
Perhaps he wanted to
madness.
stop by
Bro,
the
you missed
employee
the
lounge
best parts,
first,
which was
just to
not.
admire
You
it.
every time come at the part when I
It was
just
okay.
start the game once again, the round goes on. Even though you missed
But
almost
eager
all
to
the
get back to
amazing
business,
parts.
Stanley
Every time you
took the
come,
first open door
you have
on his
missed
left.
just missed it. Always.
Stanley was
Am
so
I not
bad at
right, Rin?
following directions. It's incredible.
Every single time Perplexity comes back to complain about this narrator's
Stanley, I
voice,
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
we already
foot
have
here.
been to a new
I'm
point
not
of the
your
game
enemy,
where
really, I'm not.
it was
I realize
like
that
totally
investing
dope.
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting,
Danny with the
Stanley.
funnies.
Someone you've forgotten about.
Danny with the funnies.
Somebody's here.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
He has
convinced that I
greater
want something bad to
coincidences
happen
than
to
we
you?
do, or
Well,
maybe he
I don't know how to
MSGS during
convince you
those
of this,
times.
but I really do want to
Are we
help
gonna
you,
get
to show
anything
you
after
something
this game, or
beautiful.
we ending the stream
Let
on
me prove
this?
it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Alright, I'm back. You are not on my side, Stanley, and what did you guys say? He has greater coincidence than we do. He messages during those times, or maybe he messages during those times. Are we gonna get anything after this game, or ending the stream after this? No, I'm gonna check the videos as well. Right, the last blue door thingy. The game is over basically. It's now letting you
Now
basically
listen carefully,
play
this is important.
normally, whatever you
Stanley
want to do now.
walked through the red door.
We missed one ending, so I'm doing that one last ending.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
I did not
Stanley
misunderstand.
walked
I want to
through
go to the
red
blue door. I like
door.
blue.
I
Okay.
still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know
Yes.
so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
No,
Broken
I was
rooms,
supposed to hear.
exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what.
He sounds like
Take a
Snape.
stab in the dark
He sounds
and
like
you
Snape
decide.
from
You can give me
Harry
some
Potter.
feedback. There we go.
Absolutely
A third
what god.
option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Feel like I want to go here again. Alright, I will go. I'll check the news, please. Oh god.
Okay,
Please
I'm
rate your
going to stop
experience.
you there. Now,
I just
tell
spit
me about your
all over my
experience
mic.
with this new
Oh, God.
version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
What's 1? What's 5? 5, I guess, best.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
This
And
should
to
be your
perfectly
last
candid,
one.
I think
Yeah.
I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What? The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Damn, that's amazing. Oh god. Good old Nile. Offline, offline, offline. Yeah, I would assume they were offline. How do you finish in 11? What? Where the heck am I? 20% skip the intro scene. Only the 3% burst of the players choose the blue door. I'm 3% of the burst players. Let's go. 9,328. This is you. What? I did not take 7 hours. Why not ask some friends? Friend list is empty. 98% of the players are more attractive than Stanley. A dead
That's
rat
a rigged
offline.
leaderboard, by the way.
Oh. You get to the correct door, compute. Whatever. What are you supposed to do? Go to the right?
Now, would you say
What?
that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Absolutely.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game,
Oh my God.
the baby crawls left
Oh my God.
towards
Oh,
danger.
what the
you
heck?
click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches
You
the
asking,
fire,
go
you
ahead.
fail. It's a very meaningful
Dodge.
game, all about the
Will you press the
desperation
button?
team of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing
You have
it
to
for
play
about
this
4
game
hours.
for 4
So
hours,
why don't
Earl,
you
by the
give it
way.
4 hours of play to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
What do you mean? You have to play this game, so I suggest you give up. Oh, you literally have to save the baby for 4 hours in order for anything to happen? Bruh, okay. Burn, baby. I'll see it burn in HD. Yeah.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
It's over?
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Thank you.
Hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Minecraft. Among Us.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What?
Portal.
Volunteer.
Aha! Fascinating.
Wait,
What do you
is
think
it?
this game
Wait,
about, Stanley?
I played this
What's your
game.
backstory?
I played this
What is
exact
your
game in
motivation?
what's it called? Roblox.
But it
Exact
seems
copy of this
obvious
game.
to me that you were meant to
Mac.
play
It's
as a
Mac here.
creepy man
Somebody ping
spying
Mac.
on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower. Perhaps
Somebody
for
ping
some
Mac.
sort of
I
twisted
played it
erotic
with him, I think.
purpose.
Or Farogra. Was it Farogra or Mac? I
Yes,
forgot.
that
One of
must be
those.
it.
I made a
What
video with him.
fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So
Yeah.
far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more.
I
Come,
played this
let's
game.
venture outward and see what else is out there.
There's gonna be a psycho dude. Some eyes, maybe. Soon. The game is called Lighthouse, by the way, for anybody who's wondering. You can crouch.
Oh,
Cool.
no, it can't be.
How much big is this game? It's only 4 gigabytes in
It
size.
is. It's an open world game.
No, it's
Good
not.
God, quickly block it
No,
off.
it's not.
You've
Oh,
played Fears to Fathom Roblox version.
Goodness,
That's
Stanley,
Yeah.
cool.
Close call.
The game was actually
You
very
wandered
well
off
made,
into that-
like the
that
Fears of Fathom, whatever
thing,
game is.
that
I know
big
exactly
open-
this game.
Just wandering around, no right or wrong directions.
The same
no path
lighthouse,
to follow. You can
exactly
just
the
go
same
in
layout.
any-
All the items are there.
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
It's a
We're out
tiny
of the
gap
woods
here.
now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice.
I literally
big,
played this game. The
insurmountable
video will
walls.
come out soon, hopefully. I don't know. I couldn't get any editor that's good enough. I
think
tried
this
testing
will
out
be
the editors
just
that
the
gave
thing.
out the application. I'm not gonna be mean, but what? Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice
Try the
big
original
box for
game.
you to run around
Played
in.
it. It's
There isn't
good, and
any
the stories are
possibility
based
that
on
you
real
could get
stories.
lost here.
Oh.
Now this is game design.
This is dope game
Stanley,
design.
If you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I'll get lost, don't worry. It's a circle. Oh my god, the hole.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here?
I don't know.
See.
I've
There
never
are lots of
played
cars
Rocket
here
League
in the
for
back, but
anybody
obviously
who's...
there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
Did
I
they
think
copy
it's
Rocket
sports
League?
Ball. Oh, what fun. We shall
Sports
run the
ball.
bases and do a touchdown together?
Absolutely.
Yes, I think surely we must.
Rocket League is 13
Okay,
gigabytes.
Stanley,
This game
here's
was
the ball. Have
was
fun.
managed to put 2 games together. They put the Rocket League ball. Bam, bam. Rocket League on when you play pirated version.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Data 4532.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
Wait, isn't this
How will
Portal
you write
2?
a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Seems like the Portal 2 starting. What? I fell down. I'm surprised you're still streaming. This game is about to end, but it's still, as the game suggests, it's never ending.
That's the portal ref I mentioned.
Oh. Now, what's this? Back rooms or something? There's a light over there. What's that? Can we open the door? No. This. Mananak, this game is absolutely amazing. I don't know how this guy was managed to narrate this game in just 4 gigabytes.
Hello,
This feels
why
like-
call me?
Hello, why call me? There was a... I forgot who I recorded with. It was either Farogra or you. I recorded a game with a horror game called The Watchtower in Roblox. I don't know the original game name, but was it you? This game showcased the... I'm not supposed to go here. Might not be supposed to go here. Oh,
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps
I
he's
think the
gotten
game
it.
is about to end.
Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
Yeah, please wrap it up.
That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
You are the narrator. You are the
Yes, I'll be
rapper.
back. There's no other way.
Guys, he
Once
rapped.
this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
Who knows the correct spelling
The
of
end will
rap?
be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
The end will come soon. How soon? Rap. Yeah. The other rap also. R-A-P. The bucket.
Stanley
Bucket.
cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
That door was not used to be open. What?
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Why is there only one?
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Now he game
Good,
will loop,
said
I
the
think.
bucket.
Now
Oh,
ride the lift
the
all
game
the
is
way
over?
to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley
the
did
game
not
over?
question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to
I guess
think
the
about this
game
obvious
is
fact. He was firmly convinced that the
officially
bucket had spoken to him. And
over
he
if the phone line
unthinkingly
is
did
not
whatever
there.
the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed
I'm gonna check
blindly.
something. Johnny with the funny. Wait, the phone is
Now
ringing.
pick up the phone.
You can pick up the phone. Alright.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his
And the
bucket.
game.
Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
That's it. Bucket could speak to him.
You didn't do this ending. Oh, this one was left, I guess.
I guess this is the last very ending. Every single time a new ending pops up somehow. Clicking. It's showing option to click. Oh, there's a bucket. Hello Stanley, it's me, your bucket. Press P to make me work with you. What?
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Press V to take me home with you.
Lately,
This is the
I've been
home of
concerned
Stanley.
about
Oh
him.
my god.
Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Any secret hidden thingies? Okay, we can keep going back to work and with the bucket and
Well, I'll try
Well-
anyway. Stanley, can you hear me?
No.
Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk.
this
All
door
it
is
would ever
locked.
truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different
No,
location. That's
bucket
it.
is everything.
It
The
doesn't
entire
do
game is a bucket.
anything else.
Right, Judge? Hello, why call me? Why call me? I forgot. I just answered. Oh,
You
nice.
see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me
Who did
he
I
trusted
make
and
the
listened
video
to.
with?
Now all he cares about is his awful bucket.
Parogra
This
or
stupid hunk of metal.
Mac? Ignore anyone in your life except for me. Press T to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Yes, T.
It's sad.
Ren, you have been
I suppose
ignored.
he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this
It's
sort
not
of
cold.
shiny bucket.
Yes.
Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real? Don't you, Stanley? Press B to go back home. Yes.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable
Wow, I'm
of
not your
transporting
wife
liquid.
anymore.
Like it would
So
be
No, you
sad.
have been
moving an
ignored.
amount of water from
Chat,
one
you have been
room to
ignored
another.
for this bucket.
Oh my God, what am I saying?
Wait, I'm not locked
Better at
in my
carrying
room.
water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket? Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket. No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say.
Whoa.
Do anything it asks.
It feels
What's
like
wrong with me?
altar.
I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes.
Getting more scary
The
every
bucket
single
could tell
day.
me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Why do I have so many
Stanley,
candles?
give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I
Honeymoon
need it.
with the
Give it to
bucket.
me now. Give it or I'll...
Honeymoon with the bucket. I'm trying to imagine it. It's amazing. Is the
I
game
can't
over?
wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing
Yeah.
they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Wait, this something is going.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it
The
didn't
door
make
came
a single
close. What?
difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
That
How much time till this ends.
every single time he comes, I'm coming out of this door exactly. He just missed out the entire bucket monologue. And by the way, the game I think is over. Maybe
Stanley's bucket.
we just had an amazing time with the bucket in our own bedroom. That room, I swear to God, that room is slowly opening and coming close. It used to be this room I'm talking about. Yeah, this one. This used to be much back there. Now it's coming almost. What? I don't understand. Try reset the
Stanley
game.
clutched the bucket tightly.
Wait, is it gonna be at a new area?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself. Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No, surely not.
Something feels like you can go there.
I think you're done though.
I think you're done. All right. Wait, I'm gonna just check. Yeah, that's the room. That's other Stanley. 425's office. You could see a person slowly walking across the corridor with the same model as Stanley himself in the Ultra Deluxe. Other Stanleys walk from left to right, opposite to the player, while in the SD Remix he walks to the right to left instead. Alright, I think I'm done with Mr. Bucket. Alright, that's the Bucket, the Stanley, the Parabel, and GG. That game, absolute craziness. The game never ends. The game literally never ends. There's still so many. We played for 4 hours, a game that's 4 gigabytes long. There's Rocket League in this game somehow. I don't know. Who the heck made the game? Narrated by Kevin Brightening, Davey Vreden, and game developed by Crows. GG's, people. I'm clapping for the game. I don't know if it's coming up on the mic. I do not like it. Made fun of me for liking the broom closet. It's a nice closet. Oh my god. It's a very nice closet indeed. Yes, sir. You are absolutely right. That would be it. The ads is wild. What ads? The original one had Portal ad. Wow. I heard that thunder. Feel the thunder. Should I check out some videos from Discordians?